Madridista to say mete ha. As the Bibia Kikakono and where Madrid Bessan trophies this season. Nina Zenra, Madrid against Girona. Nankere, Tibia La Liga no Ombe Koswa Pushi, Barca for to Senima, Ebegiri Guba game and day 1-1. The Barca reigning now, Osabo Mode, Etini increase point no, Ede Roman 9. Look at the update out on Abeba, is ya Madrid Enino Abriye Papaka Gamer, Omora against Bayern Munich, Sebi Ombeko. Akwakunya comeback eri omo qualify eri omo UCL semi-final na possible penra game na ohwe ye no mo adwenche nemra ara matches ni be romo English Premier League no Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga 1, French Ligue 1 and afiso kra no Spanish Premier League ara games no Japan na ne etimi akosori amano ne se ba ku miru bi ebe rametimi ara ma still the World Cup no Hong Kong no ya dia and Query Fan Pimizazaka few days. Na Mexico, Canada, US 2026. Ye kona ya kwa kobona boama nema kuyere. America fiena ya babedi nkomo league leaders. Ekotishe ye ewo Doma Ahinkru Namp 1 Park. Ediana Football Club na game na ende krana Emmanuel Mafo. Penalty or convert ye na ye diun komo. And a game ebe kosu Vision FC against Girls Accra Heart to Folk. And also ye be diun komo na afi ochina. Big match no Takwati and Park, Midiema Sporting Club Limited, Husti, Krobia, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Nirabena, Yeremediama, Whyna, Eba, Ababe coach, Ediama, the Black Stars, ahead of World Cup, Ayekona, Yakwaku Ramtimwaji Jemra, Rebiame Cancer Muniwa, Yenio, na Mona Moma, Modern Sonkwa, Ebuama Jumadi Dino, Eye Krabehe, Eti Bibia Wubia. Bibi a owe bia no wadwen kyere huya anopeso no wase wadaje a owe no nyame enye wuhia pa ti no number no 0207543637 0207543637 and your WhatsApp line or message in be fasomere na marking kan timi e de amao and also you know o join here one time video no so on Facebook Fakye TV o join here wa like wa share wa comment and afi no on YouTube Fakye TV GH also no unya wa subscribe and kama pa na wa bomodi ja comment no e wo honom and afi orwani chemu enso time video no so fakyetvonline.com onko ye news awdo na being it political ze social economic anase pono and you know sport news ne dia kaka no ya bomodi de ni nyina egu a o akonya so so robe omode no akọ kenkana bibia adadi imperial masra kasere ko emfa ma ya bo aforo de bia meka ze eyamanone akwantu nko ade a bia ba kope Royal Age omo na wo so do ho eto omo so na omo boa mane makoyie pa etimi eremaizazo medjuma na omo ye no ya de a esonko eromo na aboa mankofo da eson abama eni omo era manone simple kra bibia akoyie pa etimi ede emomo na de etia na se enkoye mo obi ntwindi tu de ana se omo number no me de tudwa no wafre o onsa no djuma nko ana peso ra mo bibia ye beboa na ne makoyie da ma 0256 4506020 0256 45060 na 0244 759-260 ni ambwa na nema nkoye pa emfama gifted icon o remia me pacho na unimnyom topa dia entranfie en waste talent no unim kasaya ni so a entranfie en waste talent no ramu e Fakye TV premises na gifted icon season 2 the street crown edition no yere ababa bebazia otumuza pa emu ede anonso ede a emu ehyepa komase bantima Fakye TV any praise sorry kese no any dey nuebra na be pick your forms no na so be showcase talents as a made in edition no na ano eden pa enchemu bia na wechichi a 0550772113 0550772113 niamboa na niamanko ye fama Millennium Construction zebra na yemboa adanse hu niam bia ye hwene ne kama pretty me da ma se ne o Ghana o amanone o pass asiato ewo bebia contact yomo omberhe na omo abomoden aye djuma no simple kra etimi edi ama de mo nkomo no yesunkuni omo no ebo modern ama wenya asase no se full plot half plot quarter plot no omo abetima san to aso asidi ama fie na edada obezo renovate a contact omo na yebo na omo edwuma no efe yie papa omo wo system no mo 15 to 20 solid years a omo no obi enya asem da 0244 27 4084 0244274084 na yehwena yemboana ne manko ye perfa ema gentleman dental clinic me pacho ze ohwe na ne o siw mu hawa entena fie ema ni nunya na yese afemu ni nyina o akonya asempre no mako mienu obehia dentist a obe na waboa na ose no wadi nini ama onso enya ahoden sonko na bia me kanfori ama ne gentleman dental clinic o ze ne orena uramo na eboa na tutuere koyie pa etimi edi ema kama po mo nkomo ne yesonko de ama ne yesonko ne ze doc esi ne usika semokra nya odebra kakra wo no behwe na waboa hwew ezazo zidi pa wo nko a wa de nyina eno gidi after no obetimi akọ ejuma na wenyi sika bebre na de aka no wetwa ne kakra omo branches no ahyeta wo Ghana bibia ya wo kuma ase no oro ne chema abepo jansia Total Energy filling station e chope eri omo ewo mo yejuma eno new one ababa be roma tonsu high school jansia kaka na edunya osene na niam bia kekem opeso sini gold na silver ni na do bere na wabo ma niam de yere ama to ma daroma ye baba betra mu hwe eye ejuma no kama pa etimi edi emamwa honsem no ye di erabe etimi edi amount weekend o wajidie ze basa ebo modi increase the tally no ewo Spanish Premier League ana send ebesi akọ big match enzo be kọ so England Chelsea Manchester City and also send ebesi akọ ni nyina be na yaka bom na luta de ho update no and ho sema wodo na aba bedam na aboana tutera ko yepa etimi area ma send be di kan kemedi no ABOU DIABY luta ke ro be kọ amano ne Habib Mohamed Ricardo Vaz omonso no pese muro eberuam etimi edi ama kama pa and also echi no Benas executive producer na T-Bread etanichi Rich the voice original camera nichi a o twa ne kama pa na akwa MC awa Emmanuel Labi ena keka nema edi aboma na jese obo yechidoboa ema jumadie no so no onso nye bi ehwema tutuero ekoyi kama so edema so 0207543637 on the WhatsApp line no on Facebook Fakye TV or join our wager comment on brace no mebana maba kenka etimi ara mant yara o quick ye kware ba prestero ye ko na afia manonense no ato aso edema mant yere ho abasisia 0207543637 na aboana hyehyɛ no akoyie petimi area mama men call on Facebook na men hwɛ sɛde niema esi echo because ma uze dodo na ɛna mo adjoine ya no pawe a ɛboa ma bibibia deda din ma uze nei biaga adjoine star boy ɛna Ferric AJ na Kofi Ajeman Blackman ɔmo nyina etimi adjoine ntuba o like wa share wa comment o like wa share wa comment o like wa share na wa comment na aboa na nhyehyɛ no ene bibibia akɔ kama pa so no etimi area mamo na bibibia so no etimi adeda yie so area mamo ntie sa pepe eni si etia yehwe na yabɔ mɔden na yetimi edi dwumadie no na bibibia da diara ma kenza bibia bɔkɔ de
kwaku nyame adom na wo so
mezo me ho eden pa amanone so edede
emu ode pa Saudi Arabia ebi fro oba na uti pimpima no wo bi no wodi Ronaldo Sir, Debia will count on the aura no.
Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now the dressing keka when you pay, you know, from top to down, 640 million.
640
million old currency. Who converted the top national, the Pablo channel. Where come at TTB? We are conversion from zeros to cities. They did that so no. Matitibi, yes, sir. What did you like? Come on, a bedroom 670 million Ghana cities.
Yeah, I come over here. I am with the chair. 1 year was a ABOU shape Ghana movie about.
Oh, say what Nipano
will be great today. They should be you. That
could go. Saturday cross on Shamro 3 times.
Now, but Remayo, Naze. Yes, I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, that
see Ronaldo, no, not the Viano. I was so come once him.
The Jeru too, but yeah, what kind of facility? Okay, yeah, they had you. Many
probably Patu, a supporter. Sakiti guy, no, was to say, Moka Ronaldo, no more be say, Messi, no more be say, na Obisano was intimate Patu, da benda.
Eza Brabono, yeah, but we janko for you. But you know, I'm a boy. There's already a Portugal in here, Ghana. But, since, yeah, brother. Like you, who are
bag in a bag in a crown or they flex, you know, Gucci bag, you know. Scour the third bag and a scammer, 6,000 CDs and can is 60 million. Me fancy purse, ketwana handbag no. To the baby ho djuma da Madrid so nti kwakwebe ye ni.
Ajagu.
Abelu an toaso we ye abelu a toaso ana abelu a fatuo.
I like you we when myself because adiya yi olokre ka so toaso be ka se da bibi tibi.
Ama league no buy for the ama Barcelona.
Adeche so ha kofu so be san dey account.
Na sa mo ko trophyless.
Me san ko trophyless afi. Or the Ekika corner there. That Madrid born and Robo boy and your fan could buy a mini. Untimi ni buying with this performance. Untimi. If you are football, you need to be almost your more ne casa be or. And on that, the Chimu say, me no me ni never bet na bubu who about the woo never. If you are just saying, no, but fragrance pie, see a bobo pass eh. Yeah, the boy 20 years. Why have
I must say, Monya felon men diabana.
Why?
I'm say anti only say weapon.
Only the on any day can or a feta, ne trending. But no quite me ye jumano. Phenomenon is a defender. Oh, no quite me ye jumano, or no qua, or to me ye jumano. It can. Madrid
na microphone sem no mo kan kwaku. Una Madrid ne ye wo dia. Vini Junior and Mbappe together on the pitch. Say Eboa ana Emwa.
Almost started on a brighter note.
Yeah.
But after Zonia Kobo, the last time he did Champions in Common American say Man City game no ne Benfica game no. Nkwadano obi omo sha ase ebo ene the same thing e bi o metima hye ba Mbappe mo return no. Ebe ha again. Who's the last time na this happen?
Yes, because we be Brahim Diaz o can asem.
Yeah.
So umunya ba se on be sha se bench no.
Yeah. And ense mebre what Ken things akowe say ejele be chere Madrid for yen ye kakra na ye kuma ya na edigi eni nti no omo taba mimum de it is the last time e come Man City there no ebe enwa se okuda Madrid bit ma kwakoshe ban with this performance no Ken I home be so crash for mu bibiri okay ebe enwa mimum de say because la no bi be ya analysis bi you see an afi na nam sa line no so
okay
Bayern Real Madrid okay ebia Madrid de omo ni mu enibo betima ba mimum de nra 90 minutes na me here no can be dey zero ma be kwa yi man no credit that one waka to them am jamu fama ona Fakye kona yenko ye nim ni abia
me da say breakwaku no international super diaby no breakuma magwa say ekinkon and an ope watene nka no na me be breaking it down na ma touching it down na ma knocking it down na manya dajajaja mu yompo wa no nsemo me patro yen chase emfa free tennis na ura mu patro tennis pa Monte Carlo Masters se mema ma no the semi final finals no ekọ emema no ATP the final four menu kase enya aye said am a piaso aye kama na urama mpacho Carlos Alcaraz wenya apiem awo the final four enu achinu urama na mpacho urama Monaco for the first time abra yenya Monte Carlo Masters no yenya obi ofri Monaco ye Valentin Evasro onu swetimi apa na yenya Alexander Zverev onu swepiem Saswan Jannik Sinner eswetimi PM enturamo tennis the final four ewo Monte Carlo Masters no ATP and mejejamu yompo ediamamono mami Sadio Mane me patron birthday celebration and wa anaza team no celebrate Sadio Mane ne birthday timano na ultra birthday celebration na no ten yentie kakra.
Okay, guys, thank you for the best wishes. Yeah, like I said, thank you for the best wishes. My 29th birthday today, so it's 29th, right? Yeah, well, I think, I just want to say again, thank you guys, and we have really this is our moment. So I think we all aware about it, and we are all focused about it. And let's keep pushing harder and harder to achieve our targets from the beginning of the season, and for sure. And so we all believe about it, and we made it.
And you Sadio Mane na babiana ye funny no babiana esre no abra ofre manager and a coach ref and Jorge Jesus oba ye no and Sadio Mane enra na any 34th birthday what did 34 years na oba ye no catch up say enra any 29th birthday and now oboa and a president kasama sama e 39 and 29 wo akokura poso abadadwa watchenchene wanyini su wa pua no na se opanyin wanyini su wa pua na wo 39 wo pekasa 29 masamfa nkoye nkwadasem na mom ni age no na 34 enu team celebrate ye ma bra ye kama mami anaza enu mo game enu mo training no abra supporters wo kam team no na omo kwa we na awe no mo kono ewo naran na omu pemu wa na supporters no me pacho ene na team no koye omo rival na team no supporters because of Ronaldo na supporters na ponchenku already omo mobilize omo come together na omo train team no am a brass what my kama na utwe ada video na me pacho na no so anu den na supporters no eguso mo twa no ne Tama team pass Pedro no there's a supporters na wo come na mame fama manager yen Jorge Jesus with the supporters no omo celebrating kakra ye won say anaza omo coach no akwaje flag ne be na all wavy all fly all chama bia so atima ye kama ni na kwan a omo de supporters so mo appreciate omo ni age no mo ajadam omo ba away na away team no me pacho omo kwanya nya some massive support no na me pacho home team no rather enya some massive support na omo away team the visitors Pedruya omo enya support wo dia echesampa omo ni age na mami Ronaldo training ni kakra enura mi sunku malewa ogudu bye Messi osonto motoro enura motoro eso training kakra utwa Ronaldo ni training na enura ano den ano enampacho panyi no all sprint all baba mo all toto we teba 10 America tuo no let's say obiebiem na okro na biaswa ye kama eno emisunku malewa me pacho ma me Ronaldo me pacho ni Gucci dressing price fatu so na menya sa dressing no the price emfa emamo me pacho dressing na wodi ebeto so no nyadaje na twe eye TV no me pacho Ronaldo dressing in here na sa tadi way from top to down with the Ghana schema a 640 million and kanisika current money me pacho 64,000 Ghana cedis na pacho die tenye the breakdown e surun kwa red no Gucci technical red jacket nupo 1,700 euros what the Ghana schema 22,000 eno a red jacket na Gucci top na wo no Ghana sika eno kwa 22,000 kwa euros me pacho 1,700 euros no na ope in a white na wa no eno Gucci classic logo T Gucci classic logo T eno ina no eno ope 490 euros eno what the Ghana schema me pacho eno so no close to 10,000 Ghana cedis no t-shirt no kwa 10,000 na open the trana down eno Gucci stretch nylon sportswear pant eno so kwa no 1,400 euros which is Ghana ska 18,000 Ghana cedis and can 180 million and odipenya trana no sportswear pant Gucci designer no na me pacho penem pabwana so nkwa 790 euros so no let's o de bar 11 million euros let's me pacho 110 million let's o de bar a new currency let's 11,000 Ghana cedis no let's 110 million and am pacho pabwana price no na we bag no me pacho no toiletry web case Gucci design 680 euros and also no what the bar 6,000 and no the duki kaboma let's Ronaldo dressing from Gucci no from top to down 640 million euros and no the tower ye jama breaking it down mamimram as well major European leagues no and Rama French league champion and 2 games to me so and Paris FC na omni Monaco and a boy na and have defeat akwatma Monaco highlighting it ba na and Paris FC winning 4-1 etia Monaco na Urama Ansu Fati enya adenato ye aso edma Monaco ankosiaga Olympic Marseille aso an met boy bana Venus Olympic Marseille aso awini 3-1 atia etua Marseille me pacho met no Mason Greenwood na den oyebiem amantena esusu ye no edeba na ene urama me pacho oze bonons 5 p.m. Rene Elbo on G 7 p.m. Otenis Elbo Lohave and we are 3:15 Toulouse Lille 3:15 Lyon Elbo Lorraine and no Epetoga and no Edetawa ye jecham Ediamamo na no Paul Popper so ababa na Pogba and no Paul Popo la Billy possibility cobra Popper and na obaye na the substitution on the entire stadium me pacho so an ovation abra Popper ebanye na me pacho na me pay kama Popper kasa on come back you know after me pacho December o prior no afen wababa yente Paul Popo la Billy possibility cobra Popper.
Dans ce stade, franchement, ça fait plaisir de voir ça en fait. Pour moi, je veux juste revenir, être en forme et aider mon équipe le maximum possible pour aller chercher notre objectif qui est la Ligue des Champions, c'est tout. Après, moi, je suis là, je me sens de mieux en mieux sur le terrain. Je veux jouer pour me sentir de mieux en mieux et aider l'équipe.
Eno Paul Popper and after say me patch from injury Obaya Obesa Kadma AS Monaco and ya Dimano Pake DJ Deschamps at Japa SS Paul Popper aya fita walk up why no Tom Falenko if some boy no passes beer a romantic a sexy and was so didn't call try a baton pape Nenayano a baton pape ne boso na Tinana Casa no Bia Kama Mame Popper Timer me patropa stadium ovation ultra the entire supporters Mami stadium no omunyina ovation as so I'm sorry and despite as so mulusuye no edeta up na Ansu Fati ono so likano emwan de was you baby akọ baby Krodos entra fa kunyen guase na Barcelona omonya Lamine Yamal omfa ne nyahwe okọ Monaco omodene so omodene bo abomo obipa efa team fa won to form and ne form ne o feel good aso e Monaco o pese wotena na se Monaco permanent as a permanent deal 11 million euros just omutua diamete ese omu ebetua am bia so atumi ayekama enu ejeba Mason Greenwood enu a osefitel mu esimpini mu edmo Olympic Marseille na so far won check this season the performance 25 goals 10 assists and watch edmo Olympic Marseille na likane moye de na surama reporter meta McDonald's season Panawea omo sponsorship with the LFP Elkano omo ebetwam terminate and omo entoa supiem eno edeba mami PSG me pato after 2 days of rest after omo ne Liverpool game no omo resting for 2 days omo training enra ema biaso ye kama eno PSG eno ene daswa ye jejamu na se me pato ye di emamo ama biaso tima ye kama se so mo prepare for a second leg against Liverpool Anfield nyame pa Tuesday ene betodwa and ye quarter finals our Champions League no into PSG so mo prepare and no edeba Bradley Barcola report amente esa ban afen no free injury eba eso Barcola benya eye taste obenya eye playing time nyame pa Tuesday our Anfield abra PSG Liverpool quarter finals second leg as we total and no edamente na Luis Enrique about contract extension mami empia so emfama esa ne extension empanimforce normal is on track so mutin komo normal a very positive lucho epeguso atena abaduma edama PSG na biaso atwa ye kama eno edamente ami jejam sesika no omo permanent obeba pay highest paid manager e wo wi as top 3 omo tene epeka ho na no edamente na me patro mame Vison company ne birthday no enra enodi 40 years na enra e was Zabna Strabza opema bamunchen omo celebrating the birthday eso at my Vison company yentie kakra.
Lieber Winnie, dein 40. Geburtstag heute. Wir vom FC Bayern wünschen dir alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Gesundheit, Zufriedenheit, das Quäntchen Glück, was man braucht. Dementsprechend Happy Birthday, alles Gute, lieber Winnie.
Thank you. 40 feels young, but you have to be surrounded by the right people, and I feel like I'm surrounded by the right people. So I want to thank the club, but everybody here, the players, to make this year already a special year, and for all the years to come, which will be even more special. So thank you very much. Danke.
ɛno ayɛ ne message a wɔde ma team so ɔdɔma sɛ ɔma ne feel special ɔgyiri sɛ ɔne nipa papa ɛfɔ na ɛyɛ adwuma ɛno yɛ Vison company ɛno a ne 40th birthday celebration ɛne ɛdama mo na ɛno akyi Leonard Car 18-year-old wonder kid no akwadana ro samaba ni season over akwadana kopra Leonard Car onsa akwada we na wonya ne debut ɛwɔ Germany national team abra na gasman etumi afre no na so akwadana kopra amani season ɛso over ɛno ɛde ɛba ye jejam ɛdama mo na me patro mame Julian Nagelsmann ɛno ɛyɛ Germany omu national team coach ni nyina ne say Roma compensation match epetodwa between Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig nyame pa me patro epeba so na omu se dentia omu eposa compensation match no ni nyina ne say no panyina ya Julian Nagelsmann na okochi RB Leipzig and oba Bayern Munich July 2021 na sete Leipzig ejitumo ema ne be coach Bayern Munich by them per talks any agreement omututum no ese omupepo game be at the ana na sa chasam pomuntam ye desperate so mutua 25 million euros at the MI Leipzig 14 buy no some pepo a compensation match because of Nagelsmann they move from Leipzig to a team your friend Bayern Munich 2021 now Roma Anthony Gordon still me patron Bayern Munich some eruni out gusu edinachi nya no pair from Newcastle just already making contact representatives edma a player no so show as a binding ya Bayern Munich or Purple Hurricane buy from the Premier League no man fa at Jamano and Anthony Gordon as super or GDS epefa as at the Amano young Rom Ewo Serie A the Ramo Serie A and what game Pakutoda a Friday night football and no AS Roma ball pizza and no banner na a Roma Bopokono Ashamiansa I'm a pizza as so Antman Tekan Pakokra and no da a screen so na Oko Pema boy your friend Marlin and no Juma Papa na games Peto Dane Urama Cagliari Calcio about 1 p.m. Bo Cremonese Torino bo Hellas Verona Milan bo Udinese Atalanta bo Juventus Nyame Pauchina Genoa bo Sassuolo Parma bo Napoli Bologna bo Lecce and akom bo Inter Milan and no games ebe total weekend way na Ukoroma manager Feno me pacho Giampiero Gasparini oran Ediatuda no so far there is no disagreement with Claudio Ranieri despite some media no just can say be about a commenter not advice and Dubai was we benua just no real one ball Donyel Marlin wa Bonapaso as a player from the Premier League Jinriano Baye na so far extraordinary performance and opinion at outstanding na was Marlin so far was 11 goals in 14 games one possess on 20 Roma and no summer opinion at your tuga aye jama breaking it down na ya touching it down as so at the amamo na mame enko ewo me patcho La Liga no enwa game be etoga ewo Bernabeu Real Madrid boy against a team ni din edi Girona Bernabeu 1-1 Fedi Valverde and a two athletikai edima Real Madrid nanso Tima your friend Girona Thomas Lemar Epatekano man 1-1 the last 3 games Roma me pacho ye team friend Madudopo results on enye lose and am pacho manya no the eba na ene games Betoga Real Sociedad about 12 Omni Deportivo Alaves Elche Bo Valencia Barcelona 4:30 or Bo Espanyol Sevilla Ballet Atletico Madrid and you 7 p.m. Ochai Osasuna and Real Betis, Mallorca, Rayo Vallecano, Celta Vigo, El Barrio Viado, Athletic Club Viaro, na me pacho Monday, Deba Pamit Bemao, Mamila Liga table. After Real Madrid, Equity, Empor 1-1, Ewo Benabao, say La Liga table, no. Tima, your friend of Barcelona, they count 76 points, and a Real Madrid, as well as 70 points. Now Barcelona, our game at 10, or purple game there, say, Otimi, a winning now. Points, about 9 clear points, and the best separate to Omni Real Madrid, La Liga, no, Omu Enyaje, and it's not Diamante, and it's Mbappe, or free injury by me pacho 3 games I was started, Nina no victory baku krama, Madrid a winning baku kra, a pa, na Mbappe. 3 games so fin to buyer wababo me pacho win no time prior Madrid about 7 games me pacho 7 games no ni nyina say Real Madrid e win emu 6 na nyina no na 2 against Man City e chese Mbappe niwa Madrid e comfortable obutimi po adwuma ne kama e ma bia so e fine e no e de eba me pacho the last 2 matches Mbappe me pacho wa ball 11 shot just 1 goal and what that what now Vini Junior me patro mame only Vini Junior no now we Vini Junior on to the last 2 games we ball 12 shot on foul ball and so end what now and no Vini Junior Brown Papi about 11 shot 1 goal and was Vini about 12 on foul ball as so end to end what now and no the ever na me patro mame nya juma emfa ema as a Real Madrid betuma trophyless ni nyina no say e boss Wednesday, Bamunchin, Eju Omufrima, Omo Epeko Trophyless, and no Air Diamante, na Hansi Flick, Mami Mfama, se de la Liga, no, as a own pet maje, a bear man, Sana season, no, as who at me up and away, and no Air Diamante, na Vara Belua, as with in Sempia Tuga, was says a Madrid, a Adessa, Omo Efeli, Nasa in all competitions, me patrol 3 games, Omo M2 winning. I just say happen pa. You say no ma aye day. As for a Jamano. None say me patro the last 3 games results in a dasono. Na mame Madrid Girona. Or results home and away. On set this particular season, home and away. Me patro home and away. Diana America. Home and away. Me patro the 10 first leg. Our Girona home. Omo ball 1-1. And a Benabao. Omo about 1-1 and no extra say Madrid this season when to answer Girona and no any dasono na me patro Jordan Tosono South Famame ni nyina say ucha me patro way back November na Real Madrid La Liga table or no na LED na say so 10th of April say Tima, your friend Air Barcelona, and I'm patcho LED. Now, then, 1st November, no Madrid LED with 5 points. They say Ultra Barcelona, LED with 6 points. And no Air de Dawa, yet the me patcho Mame Mbappe, the penalty incident, you know. Now, and no idea where they are summer bar. Ultra a dewe Real Madrid, a forcing a penalty. Now, I just say Omo Anye, and no any dash wait almost na a penalty nanso referee and ya adjust what je ni nyina so almost twa first half no e ya adjust ebisi ye madu play ansa ekoball e ya Girona defender omuji edit omo ne pass Girona defender and Sao Mbappe dia omo anye penalty no na me patro je tenie Madrid TV almost referees no omo dan Negrera for no omo de Mbappe babia na mo jan pram no omo de eno asie o ma me ada video na no ne da so no on papi omo se mo jan ba no ada video no ponse omo de omo de babia video ne ba camera na an capture omo so ho referee La Liga omo ACC wo mo na eye penalty na Michel opanyin no eye coach aso adima Girona was on game na a clean game na enye penalty bia eno ye nsam odi tuga na Thomas Lema ono so ose ono no onyanya image bia na enya ade se ball no na eye penalty se referee a enya penalty referee a anka eye penalty eno eye nsama Thomas Lema eso ade atuga aye jejam eso ade amamo ewo eye tumadie no so na Mbappe enjoyment no Madrid supporters after some Madrid winning Emma after the game you bounce Mbappe and a 2 hour enjoy no me patcho de nyabo trinity but so mun defend Mbappe bien enjoyment in the door so do
argentino en pleno centro de Madrid para encontrarse con Esther. Allí compartieron una cena con, al parecer, amigas de ella. Y por supuesto, hemos podido ver beso. Ha habido beso y es que no se esconden. Sabían que los demás podían verle, estaban en un salón lleno de gente y con un cristal que daba a la calle y se han besado apasionadamente. Y bueno, aparte de este sentimentalísimo beso, han compartido momentos de mucha complicidad en los que Esther le hacía amagos de dar comida a Kylian, lo que nos demuestra que esta relación ya está consolidada, comparten tiempo con amistades y además no se esconden de mostrar su complicidad aún estando acompañados. Y para rematar,
and Kylian Mbappe me part after the game no opinion no you say enjoy amama the supporters no omo drapa na game no pa na wie and you say Laporta ma Laporta and Laporta be posti a picture bi na one me part massive and na etio na Laporta picture no after Madrid a ball draw and opinion no besa post no as anija ba after Madrid draw La Liga omaje and let's say Janet Miapa was it at a loss for words France and what a buy a Chelsea Biaba not Jude Bellingham and after the game of protesting you saw what referees no let's say all protesting as a game no referees SCC Wamopa na e was sanka referee no what penalty at the moment me patch of video ne ba upon after the game upon Jude Bellingham protesting and no and that's no what referees no and I'm patch or chair as a referee na me part of ten no abra one supporters one fans all come present about the comeback na eno panyin no me part or catch supporters no fans no mo ban nche won kan ho as a comeback e be adwuma omo enim say first leg omo lusu de na so dia comeback e betima paso and you Jude Bellingham me part ne de eno no now after the game Florentino Perez as for players no after some ball draw opinion no so a church mo bibia so aye kama no and that's why ye de emam e wotuma no so we fed your bar no wacha presido na waka bibia kire no we bar no wacha no waka bibia kire no just o ma draw basa psychologically was so motivated boys no ahead of a game better drop on Wednesday no e deba na me patro mami campion layout no okay Spotify camera we Vini Junior no me patro na o ma instructions give me to no o ba belu ho e ma instructions aduma we Spotify campion me patro layout ni ni o mu so mu ye aduma o twa bibia kama main local room and so any or try the main local room and I'm a layout no I'm a bia so at me I kama and no idea na Mark Bernal as a player my Barcelona that makes it very difficult as a obey available for the second leg against Atletico Madrid Nina Sapa no any fit and no a Mark Bernal our Barcelona and no idea na and Hansi Flick or no any La Liga a coach of the month award for March na eno o share with the coaching staff one any coaching staff no eso etimi line up and what the award no eso kre no mtwa picture e kire se enyo no nko na age together with ono Hansi Flick the coaching staff and o matimi age ama bia so eye kama eno e de eba ye jama breaking it down eso e de mama na Victor Munoz eso a player yes o da Barcelona omo list so nina sapa no mo appreciate no yes so good relationship with Lamine Yamal and no national team wa amo omudiri so ba sa relationship no partnership and what on Yamal term and what national team no on betimi abe replicate as what Yamal Barcelona no bia so come and deco was say I just say say no matter very competitive as for Yamal Barcelona a competitive team na ultra team on perfect team no na Barcelona our rebuilding and na rebuilding team no I may say a team a very competitive omo ni aje was ultra say compete against the European clubs spend match na so bossa spend sika kese bia na no chi was say ba ebe players don be more experience na atwam bia so aye kama na coach no ultra attacking star and me patro ne pressing so no betwam the A players ebeba na bia so tima ye fine so e de ama wo mo no e de eba yenko Premier League no no game paako so etimi pass West Ham and Wolves and a boy and West Ham United winning 4-0 ama bia aye kama na say me patro West Ham winning I'm Tottenham a Roma relegation zone not me patro Ukoroma way for the first time since 2009 as Spurs a Roma relegation zone try a Premier League table na Spurs abetosu 18 the relegation zone aden anu ayeden not me patro sama me West Ham highlight now and the game say Betoga 11:30 Arsenal Bournemouth Brentford Everton 2 p.m. Burnley Brighton Liverpool Fulham and what you check Crystal Palace Newcastle Nottingham Forest Aston Villa so na Sunderland Tottenham Chelsea Man City 3:30 and also Toga na Nuno Espirito Santo man reaction one disasi after the game just omani jepa and that's why ye Jama breaking it down so Jama no na Nuno Espirito Santo kasa but what's that mentality as by normal ekwe edma omo.
The way we did it, we prove ourselves that we cannot give up, and that was the team spirit from the beginning. Never give up. We are in the fight.
Does that feel like you've set a real standard now, throughout the team?
We always want higher standards, but football, we have to understand sometimes we have to step back and then react. I think after Sunday, we realized.
I know I am summer West Ham United boss at the two job. Now the patron my images in the Arsenal at the big screen. TV akọ omu training grounds wo na me patcho wo de mami training no video no na enkrofo ehwe enura eno ena daso no ni na se omu de me patcho screen kese pa ena ko training ena se enura no omu training na omu training omu se na omu per motivation omu per se energize wo mo se de aso omu elboba supporters eso ewo stadium no na edru pa bi mami Arsenal omu nyom no me patcho omo edite from TikTok eso eba boy brother place training upon say enyum na bona place ni di eba yente kakra.
Lewis Kelly, Saliba Kepa, Merino Madueke.
Arsenal omu training grounds no ahead of Bournemouth and no a midday game and a better and an early kickoff pepper so na otwa na se screen na si wono omo ye train na nyom na ebo na se motivation in kwasro na bia so aye kama Arsenal season omo de a new training methods ahodo na aba na se bia so aye kama eno edeba pero enkapi good news aba se waka Arsenal omo empacho squad no head of the game enye me pacho enkapi nkua sa so na eze eberechi eze ono so far waka a preliminary squad for any gamer and also ebeba so eno e free Arsenal so eba na Declan Rice akasa yenten sama Declan Rice e to about Arsenal almost season no
be knocked out. You always want to go on to win that competition. It's not meant to be with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, but we're obviously still in two amazing competitions, fighting for two strong trophies in the Premier League, Champions League. So yeah, we're going to keep being ready, keep preparing ourselves the best we can, and see what happens. We've played over 50 games this season, so in the Premier League there's only 7 games left. So if we can stay calm for the first 31 games, I'm sure we can stay calm for the next 7.
Premier League a couple 7 games still on pair calm na domestic cups and no form ko omo epe so be Premier League na Champions League omo atra omo best ama bia ye kama and we Declan Rice no mami Chelsea under 21 omo and so far omo anya champion omo na J Premier League 2 2025-2026 season and we Chelsea omo under 21 omo champions omo winner of a Premier League 2 and no at the eba na mami emfa emamo ese urama Chelsea say boy now but Nottingham Forest Muriel omo epere sama omo din ebeba omo ebe spend big no omo try some the boy no ebeba na bia so atma kama eso ade ama omo na mami Chelsea training omo so training in pass 9-1 no omo try shooting omo practice no ma bebre ama bia so atma ye kama aso ade ama womo eno ede eba na mami break away ma ese Casemiro urama Inter Miami force show interest ese omunya Casemiro omo pass a free agent omo offer no contract ekosi December 2028 mami David Beckham eno ramu ewo Inter Miami omo training grounds once upon a time na oye a nice footballer watch us indeed na oye footballer once a footballer always a footballer and a ball passing day or you sa at amaye and we are there by my Michael Carrick wakan sempe about Bruno Fernandes say a player bia o Gigi Mapa say obetumi age a player of the season
right there Bruno Fernandes. How deserving
you can hear him still as well.
Yeah. How deserving is Bruno of those shouts of player of the year for this season?
Yeah, I think hugely. I think he's the impact that he's had on the group for quite a period of time now is really impressive in different ways, and he's always there. He always puts himself forward, and his attitude and his approach to the game, and he understands what it means to play here and the role that he plays in that.
When Raul play any Sadia or Yadma United that's why very huge United set up no Michael Carrick or Kasapa the future Yenti.
Where we were at when we kind of came back in January, and what the plan was for the rest of the season, and then what the possibilities are in the summer. So I don't think that's changed at this point. Things will get sorted, and when they'll get sorted, and for me it's just about
Sir, one was perfect. United summer signings and also who is very difficult. Now, me patcho United players and time for the last 8 training. We're Dublin and Salon fly back. As what me about no be as what me a kama and no and training no na egusua. Total enjoy. Kakra. I'm a be as what me fine. And we are Manchester United. Now and no dinner. Charlton-House United play time omo kwa dinner no eno so ene da so am a bad camera goalkeeper Marcus Bettinelli ono so no opese atra Manchester City ni na se for another season omo trigger ne contract extension ese won chano omo adwuma as a top goalkeeper na bia enya kama ene Marcus Bettinelli na Jeremy Frimpong eswa kasa ba Leverkusen na o kan sempe about Invincibles time I know more Leverkusen yenti.
It got to a point where people were calling us never losing Leverkusen. It was really crazy, really crazy.
And you believed it? You believed? That's how what you're telling me?
It got to a point in a match where you knew we're going to score and we're going to win.
You'd be like 2-1 down and you're like, yeah, we got this. What did that feel like, man? Were you like laughing at that? Did it just feel amazing?
At a point you do that laugh like, what's going on? You know, it's like, bro, this is actually a joke now. Because we did it once, twice, three, we did it.
Omo test for Leverkusen with Alonso Edruba bi no omo from never losing no Leverkusen just omo ball without losing no some of their to do much you know you say the hardest player so why on the training.
This is really good. Situations when you shouldn't get out of, he gets out of it. Don't know how. No matter who he comes up against, he will just end up coming out of it and looking good.
Like Gravenberg.
This guy's like a spider. His legs is just everywhere. No, honestly, he's like a spider. You think the ball is going to go out, he's saved it, he's caught it. The shoulder drop, his driving, his defending.
Was it the hardest player with Liverpool in your training? Ran Gravenberg was what to say spider, but Bian and I were very fit, very strong, and we and someone there to Mami Rodrigo recovery. No, now Ucha Rodrigo abrofu pare. Obi a recovery ne bano any family any one in chance and no munsa any nam so Rodrigo Goyes no Madrid player Brazilian player on so recovery no twama bia kama Italy say omo percent World Cup 2038 omo hosti into omo prepare Ricardo Varas who Italy no omo say 2038 omo person host to the World Cup into omo prepare so omo debate epekwa kotuma FIFA na 2038 World Cup omo host omo bia so ye kama no deba kotua se boss Madrid qualify for a semi-finals for Champions League ma and a kotua betima ba apedam damomo mame man now ma resting no me patcho sa papa match no ninyana say urama yeso scam young South American players ninyana say yese odomo waka chom so odomo beba Spain abepe top teams ajama omo and wagye nkwada na 3,000 euros wagye omo from hu no wadisika no eso odomo bepe team with Spain omo eno enenam so a me patro yache no eno de eba FIFA ese team ana oman abese World Cup ma no omo replace you and this boss Iran eka so be withdraw no ma World Cup a team from Asia and omo do omo replace you omo ahwe amabia eso atimi ayekama na Fede Valverde and no when man of the match e will game no na so far 2026 why 8 assists and what ball 10 goals a chance of you know oguso obo adwuma pa amabia so atimi ayekama and no de dawa ye jama Mohamed Salah wani Andy Robertson hag, you know, a month from say we at the last hag between omo let's so training so my yamabia so at me ayekama and at the CAF Champions League na MON-FRI urama CAF Champions League games a ebetodwa ya dese ene about 7 p.m. as far about RS Pekani Esasra Esperance ochina one Mamlodi Sounders ebebo na Ramo Confederation Cup and CR Belouizdad etrefema Zamalek ebe shomu bako saso ene Roma USM Jersey OC Safi omu game no ya dese eno so ebetodwa enama bia so atimi ayekama eno dedawa ye jama breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya jamu yompo eso edama ewo eyetuma no so na me pacho ebre no ekro ye nyina so na ensama odo a ye boabo no enne anopai eso ewo eye amononi ensem no ye mfansia abra super duper ABOU DIABY any team no atena se na bibia so nyekam Arsenal Jesus no eso ena eda so no nti ABOU my mfansia na Saturday na bibia so enye kama
Mate mera se parking Joao me kakra na brana ye to aso ni nkomo na mboa na ne mande di performance you also heard you also te and me man abomodin area go kama pere ama store yeah live on Fakye TV Fakye Sports Weekend Edition makasi etima ko sise no nkono bebo na ya page mu timo adwen channel on Facebook kwa Fakye TV on Facebook wa follow wa like wa share wa comment na ne ma de ye pa etimi edi amount na the etienne say you know on the WhatsApp line 0207543637 ma the kweku amankona ne good morning on the bear Richie watch you live from Tabora and Stephen Bafo good morning team. Thank you for the great work watching live outside Ghana. Bono Inisis Hambo. Good morning, Champion Abu. I'm watching live at Kwawa Sakraka, St. Paul SHS. At long last, Real Madrid has gifted Barcelona with a Spanish Premier Liga title because of their abysmal performance they displayed last night. Man United Bebo Champions League next season. Starboy watching the show live and clear at Afumbeme Airport. And I'll say Champion Abu MON-FRI Koroko will beat Mediama at their own backyard. Greetings to Kuza Francis, Yasma, and my lovely father, no joke, Aaron Osaje for good morning, Abu Dhabi. Fakye Sport Crew. Thank God it's weekend. Today, Arsenal beat Bournemouth to open the gap between Manchester City. And I'm enjoying the best sports show live from GOPDC Limited, Kari, Eastern Region. Michael Sanaida. Good morning, Abu. I'm Sanaida, watch you live from Akruja number 2. Happy Sunday to my father, Mr. Chumenok, and greetings to Hernandez Burger, Ice Man, Shamak Opari, sister Fia Scholar, and Akosia Rebecca AKJ. Good morning, Abu. I'm watching live from Zaragoza, Spain. Greetings to Habib, the special one, and Lou Taken, and Ofusu Steven. Good morning, Abu. I'm watching live from Honey. My greetings to all of you with good presentation. Abu, Madrid in the Champions League is different from La Liga. Note, Assembly in Munich. Nana Amo Junior Isaac. Boss, good morning. I'm watching the show live from Dunkard Umfum. Barcelona will win La Liga and UEFA Champions League at all costs this season. Humble. Good morning, Abu. MON-FRI. Mr. Humble from Dansoman, Banana Inn. More news about the Black Star Spirit recovery to Kudus and Kofi Mascherano. Nadia also good morning, Abu. I'm watching live from Jache. Liverpool slot is the problem. He's a politician. Biaga, good morning, lovely guys. Watch you live from Akima Safo. And I'm from Gagai Tariq. Also watch you live from in Jabal Ali, Dubai. Horror the Fiedi Romo, Bantama Be Queen, Eddie Emoji Bine Beneza, Kweku. Also Barcelona will win the trophy. Kofi ABOU 5 emojis and or the Eramuna Kwame Muftau. And so Eddie Emoji Bine Ramo Calvin Elon William Calvin. And yeah, for videos in the copyright tunes is it who show the Facebook a best strike and no crab one more program no ultimate and the sa prepe ni here and I Karim Lion. Good morning, Kofi Ajiman Black Man. Good morning, watch you live in Pick Farm Accra. Man Rafa. Good morning, I'm Rafael. Batrona will do come back na Daniel Opokunya kon ha no no so deba e baby ram untuzo they are not the bar. Ya brehena ya kinkaina aboa ma oze Kuma Richard Escobar watch you live from Banda MON-FRI Daniel Kwame Tewia Chelsea and Out of Folk will win the Ahmad this week. And I'm greetings to my family at Pristia and Akwikwam Ponsa. Good morning, no deba e baby ramu e wan on Tuesday the other number on the WhatsApp line brace number bona mababe kinkai 0207543637 0207543637 embwa na niamande da ye pen for my rich na yi we na yanku anim why rich na keka niama bom na yanku anim na bibia ande da ye kama pa na time fa mantino mame na mo quick me ba pen afi ya bomode ato aso de ama. Juma. Yeah, boy, Juma, come pray to me at 0207543637. Nah, Oriaba, a draw super ba mebana mababeke keria mama kona mene kwakumuntu aso. Na yeni nkoma kwa bibi aboko de. Me ho ye pa. Akoshe World Cup winners from JC.
World Cup winners. Afi omo be so getting.
World Cup winners, the Free Lions of England.
Yeah, sir. MON-FRI baby o maduna.
Yeah.
Juma Southgate yeah, no, never be the team do your work finals next semis near na. Amount says so team to mark for reference Thomas Tukiaba.
So we do World Cup.
Okay, can you mad the bomo ani adia. Yeah, how be sifako. But one kasa ni mzee a task so
mate yes we Nishi is the original JC
yo original
Shewa was there this omo player Joseph Fifa
yes
Nyamisha no pa me name say me name use the back Joseph Fifa Nyamisha no pa na ezo kuko package we ne the brain na JC ne shame ne no me am use ampa the JC pa the nations of JC no quality no show if one player your ball at the man ye futsal national team no bobi
yeah
or somebody man
nations FC but we have
obe kwichi pa oni bobo obe kwichi ti wo hwe na ni di ni guache ba me da me ho
ye
ti ehemi obi ni ze mi ana makotwe mi di guache ba
enye wo for Joseph Fa but na buy na what ya na chika grant me na me gina mu na ze
GBB
ye na mu ze da bi me show this na mu ze da bi this is a different JC quality no was ro
the mama be fa nations FC account teams no was a player be hu ejuma wo ye na
why na
wa ba be hye wani mo nyam se in fact nyame sharp no mo ahode na wejuma na wo no koso abo weekend is on be bob as a only stars irade ma wo shegu enti yeso ye ta we chipa already what that exposure and that but in football also no nyame be pija do national level what is that be can you local boys no here's a job for MON-FRI you did you see a boy how many connection be how be
na was my time JC to me nine but be am war na ma ba ma dia kira basa me de brew de enye easy in local players no omo who the kind of a Juma amount for ye.
Yeah.
They only believe in people that nyoma bi omo di ma omo. Kan nyoma bi a me pese me kan pese bi but nyoma bi amount for the omo. Those people na many a times I na obotimi bo but people that only me oba bia na ogidi is oh yeah Juma no Juma na ye na Juma so no decide so be ma ojesi there. You can only say nyame fa ne nko na nim do the level that on one ka se be hunza ampa. He's alright. And member busuanya ne down for by back high say yeah what players no member busuanya ne down for na onya bigger contract enya a lot of quality deals na after the game you can leave and almost in 50 hours you know with this waba so yeah na say for that wonderful
I really appreciate said me why you we near there and only one interesting thing only me din come me ball me din ankasa chair no say your friend not or more doubt to me.
One is a producer.
One is everything.
Dinner that's no. Do you be a question back? Me tied in your pan. I would DIABY. Me tying your pa. It's a question you believe for home, but bending.
One interesting thing. Those days in Anna, me away now. Na a couple food your modana minya a cherry pa.
Say Dino.
Conado do na nimze me kramon but the class sorry pa me co church of the Lord brother enti sanity ti nas me nimze wo hu me the winner send off FIFA picture na to so na kokomembo na baso
now of course
players na nye do na we cry me ni connection
but omo many a times no more correction cry am fa say we aka kire omo so onwanya ade na omo ankasa ni ye kro onye now what's what this
Joseph Fa player the Man Nations they made for that and season we second round of joining on ejuma sudo ye bi pa na the fair fa man we are na boy ya mami me appreciate it Say last day na ma family kakra me be dwuma me call me wana me nya call simple phobia ba me china kokuvra china manamo quality JC pa and he's also part of the national futsal team no edi nyame de ne be kwechi pa di vaita wichi weekend nyame bo abeshi go win beba ya unze ne mamu edi ama nations say me ametechi nations kwem ze me baby girls bi o me baby girls ya last number edi ye tawichi fa koso na yi dwuma na kama pa na nyame shame ni ze mresi so no e be di nkoma na wa cheche me ne mamu kwa afa so combine national futsal win ni ayi nation service board na wa ba be chi mu ha ti wa yago yanim
Kogu yama ya shofo akwa babiem famra Fakye TV na enkancho say edomase for that wonderful love the biada mushu and so timide chire one of the adjuma dempa Saturday no pa adjuma no but so unya manfo say o ma sorry sa time no and no more enjoy show na yendo mase for that wonderful support to go how so okoya de pa but or train and so what me show na wi ansa na what me akọ eno yenya hoho say me frɛ wo no o say any ya so be wa ma meto na mse da bi Fridays there ya na chama timi ye 1-2-1-2 binti emresi no betimi aba na ese oba be shia chama na mu na be bi atimi ya kama kwaku emi say Louis Enrique asema wo kan yi kwaku ya de emi say ba be ye asem kese ya say na manfo hu the important and the truth in asemo ref and Louis Enrique and so to be kai maybe atwam Louis Enrique kokan oba we say obepe say the players no ebe hye goals to say bia ya che goals no yebo league no team players no bia hye goal ni bi than say obenya a single player or share 40 goals do share quote here that's also I would rather have 4 players who score 12 goals each than 1 player who scores 40 goals. And so who team tell me more ni na no just say someone e ka e dey afa red friend killing Mbappe. Kwaku if you look at the way things are our Real Madrid team no prempren a e ka me akwa say sa asem na Luis Enrique kan no is the same thing that happened with team e friend Real Madrid. So mo man La Liga Real Madrid players no goals or match in this season the games on my bar. Seven Louis Enrique kind and one him say because also Mbappe in those 25 games in La Liga and a park he will give you 23 goals. The next about 29 games in Vinicius Junior with 11 goals. Then you see Adagule 30 games with 4 goals. Federico Valverde 28 games with 4 goals. Gonzalo Garcia 4 goals. Jude Bellingham 4 goals. So what just said the normal see corner team say Mbappe no atimuko and the people under him no they are not getting the goals, they are not scoring the goals and a lot of things and so entimi nko yem fama team e fa na Real Madrid. And it will interest you to know say since you're joining Real Madrid no said the season yi koya na say ye hunu say be ko a then Real Madrid will go trophyless again this season. Since Mbappe joining Real Madrid no they've not been able to win a single trophy. If we call trophyless this season, Bima, that is something that MSA be hard. Men carry the last time Real Madrid called back-to-back seasons or we call trophyless. Men chedan kai be there, but it may happen this season. Looking at how our normal city and playing what team are Real Madrid more. And the Simon some cry who some near 1 year say when Mbappe sat out in 5 games for Real Madrid season, you know. He won all of them.
Yeah.
At that point in time, so we Real Madrid team now you could see that they are a team that they are performing and they are giving consistent performance. Almost disregard the team of Manchester City that people never thought they can do that against team of Manchester City. It was a game that even when Real Madrid they win with many and when it's a team of Real Madrid will go to Etihad and go and do no matter what, but they did that. But now I know what I'm saying. If you look at how our normal city or Real Madrid in Premier, no more idea. When he was out, he won against Celta Vigo, won against Manchester City, home and away, Atletico Madrid and Elche. But since his return, they failed to win against Mallorca. They lost the game 2-1. They failed to win against Bayern Munich. They lost the game 2-1. And now he drew against me friend Girona. That is something that Kwaku a lot of questions and so Timiba. And from where I sit, any day me huno. But was a say ya never qua a ranting you that TV is a heavy future ABOU or Real is something that they need to decide on. Baku.
No, what's actually the problem?
I don't really understand the problem, but Cecilia Menoka say, who is the face of Real Madrid's team?
What is that question? Where is the idea? Mbappe.
Mbappe is the face of the Real Madrid team. But so in actual sense, and the kind of performance will be done a D team in actual sense, the face of the team should be Vinicius Junior.
You see, Sankomo was the last time we could resist our concern or how that was last year. Now we didn't come out there. Kofu yemi no, and who is a winner? Basia. Maybe who is saying Kofu Bekabiama Vinicius. Of course. Example here clear. On the Benzema, he accepted that Benzema was showing into an impression. There is Mbappe, who name a way interview, the time of the Messi by and of course. Near the Masanko fully fitting the way. So clearly, obviously, for Fidang and Zo, over 2 Vinicius, but only a person, yes, I saw it, and only a son change. Of course, because say, Oshe Mbappe by Real Madrid, he's achieved at the national side with the World Cup with Paris Saint-Germain, Monaco. But in club football and playing for a team like Real Madrid, now do a more achieving something monumental. It's Vinicius Junior. He's carrying Real Madrid on his shoulders, winning Champions League, La Liga is near there. Oh, afraid of Mbappe, Babeshe. Sometimes you need to understand that person before say you overthrow or be the king of the team. But when you are walking to the Real Madrid team with Sana and a hint or never watching a hint and over, you go for a player to have Messi and Neymar. Forget about Neymar at that particular time when he was going to team FN Paris Saint-Germain. Now for Messi. Messi was a player that na bibiana you want in a footballer. You want to see a footballer do no. Na Messi are here in abundance. He was a player that he didn't want to tell you say that this player I cannot rub shoulders with the player. But this same Mbappe felt to say that in a dressing room that Messi Neymar he still feels that he needs to be the king. And that created a lot of problems for Team FN and Paris Saint-Germain. Eventually, 2 of them needed to leave. No one also in free hall said yes, it's a free way. But Obama, Real Madrid, that is the same thing I also. And said Americano, say one of them needs to probably leave the club. Because me, you know, the egos and everything, and so Team was. And I've said this time without number, say, me you free, but PR, Juma, and Omun Nansam Trophy and what to campaign for each other. So, France, they have powerful media men, newspapers, if you want to see them campaigning, defending, and pushing an agenda for their player, they will be able to do it. Brazil, the same thing from Brazil. You get almost newspapers and other things, and they are also countries living in a footballing nation, so almost that power and everything. And to be my so these 2 players say normal antimians na undefined rules they accept to be probably play for each other at a point in time in a game one, but it's going to be a very difficult one for Team FN Real Madrid. I was about Kuji Tunzo because 2 no profile now. Mbappe was so, but Vinicius also. Only reason or no, add the word best a jam Mbappe. Yes. And or the word best, what do word best name a crime, GB. So sometimes on crime, who is a road ballon or J, each not the mama for. And yes, I don't know any word better to say the ability and Casavan. What is it? See a co-friend national team now, credibility, confidence or Bobona. Yes. Currently is the world best player. Best player. And the who is a old map in Ukraine. Oh no, any because World Cup he wasn't part of the squad. He wasn't part. But on what GDP is champions. About the club level, level. When we should know Kogu. What about Kwaya Mapam Gocho? Yes, of course. But Ella is there also a below a buyer, so we do so say Bokana you to me WWW. Because in the say what was a political whip. Some more can when
yeah, Pamo Alonso no with Vinicius Junior now you can't do same. Even when Vinicius Junior is not performing, I won't mean in frame. And or maybe 3 managers to know my own.
Yeah. Ancelotti, Alonso,
Abeloa. And currently, you see, they are linking the sham to remarry the Duma. It's all because of Ono.
Could be, but
it's all because of Ono.
You have the Inaga national teams.
There we are no academy yet to so be just to have could remarry.
If you are pay a year,
Obadia, they na Ebian Combe now said the sham remarry manager. That day, Nana came and Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, the Mzenke Besekra. One needs to leave the club. And yes, that's what they need to understand and accept to say, this is the reality. So, about Real Madrid team anymore. Obi awa Bob Bravo Real Madrid team na ABOU, you know. They are branch of Vinicius Junior.
Yes.
He's been in the team for a period more than a year Mbappe. So if there is someone to be the head of the team and be the leader of the team in terms of the star boy and everything, it should be around Vinicius Junior. But Mbappe comes with his own aura and the kind of performance he's given, winning at the World Cup, Paris Saint-Germain at a younger age, the kind of tables among for the and that is an issue now.
But that is, Florentino players in Ankasa, they've worked with players that are no more or more winning a top chair these guys, but. Yeah, and this has him with you. Lord, get to a point. I remember it was Zidane, no Ronaldo, or Figo, or my man Sandy in a Ballon d'Or winner. Sure. The Kofa David Beckham, Babbe one. Now Aura, your Roberto Carlos, your Raúl. But no more bar. It get to a point. Real Madrid team no more national team captains. They full say 5. Yeah. But no more bar. Kokuna Husa after more Korean. Our no Samba Biem or the Cristiano Ronaldo buy, or the Benzema buy, or the Kaka buy. Sure.
The difference between those era and maturity.
Oh, okay.
So Zidane, Mo, Figo, look at those players. They are mature players that at any point in time they will have that zeal to deal with a lot of things. You see, when you accept to say when you be any competition, you live a stress-free life. When you be home, you need competition. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Me become a baby. But in this team, players need to know or more ball for one common goal. Obia wants to be the head of the team. Obia wants to be the darling boy. Obia wants to be the star boy. And now, if Mbappe is playing to win the best player, you may probably say Vinicius Junior is playing to also defend the best player. What I want to sweat him. And that has been an issue. Benzema accepted, say, me Benzema. I was having everything with my friends and I'm a Real Madrid, the big team. I be share Ronaldo money ade. Let me accept. Benzema did not accept to play under the shadows of Ronaldo Peu. When he grew now on Benzema was playing under their shadows. He played under their shadows and to Boisier. He grew Mokoye. Ronaldo the boy ma Obama Ronaldo. As a let's analyze this case. As a striker that you do about team. Now we go game. Not the Biara the Ronaldo or yes or your winger and goals or Jen Munyamo, but you still don't feel that pain and always you want to sacrifice and play for reference Ronaldo just for the team to win. Because it tells you the kind of mentality and how mature than our brand here friend Benzema and so team here. Onyan to Boisier, ne brand Kamu, and then over king of the team, the darling boy of the team. One na Ronaldo anyhow. So Benzema so by and the players around him played for Benzema. So say Bedu Vinicius Junior so no say ono so benyan to Boisier a play under Benzema. E wa Benzema so jinidi and then now do no so ono so nyan to Boisier mo na ono so ye man nyinidi. No obi ne ba be hye na ni mo nyam ne ba be share ni glory akwaku. It will definitely create an issue. And I think the issue no ho. I say we can fit them say go fu emi enu no unless they accept say ba ko ye hene. E ma ba ko so ntimi nya hene. No mo bo o ma anya ne saa. It will definitely create an issue. An issue, no, in a team. We hope maybe they will get a manager to solve it. And yes, sir, let's say ABOU more there, because ABOU there. Namia make us with me money year of a car. But Sabri, one casa to China no more. No one casa to China.
Our issue with party. Because games are lose those change their loans to lose you there. I
should tell you. The last time I catch was a Real Madrid and Fat Tat is in Yajuma. But the modern trends of football, it's about time they accept to say, because it was not entirely on performance based in Pamu Alonso. The issues he had with players, maybe any other, and yes, we will lose dressing room. Pamu Alonso into the free team of Real Madrid. That could be one of the decisions that Florentino Perez Tanasia. If you say the years that he's worked at Real Madrid, no, it be one decision. Abia could nyan to was here. SID Abia for the first time with a manager. Abia Kebeboa, a rare friend Alonso. Alonso came to Real Madrid. Now that not only the experience to manage these players. So what Bayer Leverkusen Bayer Leverkusen is a team that they are all playing as a unit and make sure that at the end of the day you will leave the team and get a bigger offer. He was coaching players. Every team friend about Bayer for Leverkusen. The Biara time Biano. He will give instructions and he will expect players to follow. And that was the same thing that worked to perfection. The man, every team friend in Bayer Leverkusen. Look at the performance. Kenya foreign news, no. You heard about your friend Jeremy Frimpong. So at a point in time, they were confident to a point in time that they felt that they were never going to lose. It was because of constant coaching from Real friend Xabi Alonso. He came to Real Madrid. I didn't man here successful. Yes, he won to no manage Diego. That means he can never function that way. Because for a coach that will give you instructions and he expect the player to follow the instructions. While Real Madrid, yes, man on yet that didn't tactics near the non-fan tour now on manage egos. That means he was new to that thing. And the course on a Juma of Real Madrid. And we've seen how Anomano and Tuesiko. It will be disastrous for team and friend of Real Madrid to continue to keep two players. No, you say be any Alonso Real friend or Ancelotti Sambu manager more.
But that club they be to manage these two players.
As to so no so be bano. Because club there. Club manage Firmino, Salah, and Mane. Omumi and Sano. In terms of pedigree, in terms of football, and how big a player is, no. Omun now be a maybe a Omun Shadam Ro Vinicius Junior, so Mbappe de Omun Meno. But if you have Vinicius Junior, Omun Meno.
But I want to argue about that. Because it's a Benzema there now. Benzema, strikers are bad who probably sign one for Real Madrid corner. But we need to watch here.
Yes, send him in a person.
Because that. Now, we know the amount you win, say, as a president and also pesa Brazil for guys and I said, or some payment person.
No, or no, and I had a home. Oh,
that is a Firmino. See, a boss is me, and I will check for the goes up. And I know interview now, meeting Sadio Man or say, Enfano. Already, the NC team the better. But we will also know, be a pen and number.
Be a pen and number there. And say the numbers you two see. So, when La Liga non qua, the goals are in bad passion. Now, goals are here. Vinicius Junior.
Let me say, I Papa and some.
A better Papa and some. You need, say, if our decision be a SO yet, note me, I didn't know much to see a Kwamu to solve the issue, the current issue are Real Madrid no more. Do bet me ya and say, Kwaku, by hook or crook, the ABCB on tries to be your reverend club. And find a measure Real Madrid team. Even if it's for a year or 2 or 3 years, I don't go for a club.
Now, Madrid has been like this always. Where is this a Vinicius or qua? On my next target here, Holland. Honestly, you go put your body in Mbappe.
I
don't know how.
The club will come and he may be able to solve this issue because no you'll be too many players didn't come up. The players play for him. He understand how to enter the minds of the players and make sure someone ball give them sweat to me the man.
But you see, some come with dear a 4 union and team in cast and conform far has an echo to compare them. But I'm the same thing I happen with Kromano.
Oh, of
big clubs with players from way goose. Why really you do good team? No?
Yeah.
Then I'm not out to take if you DIABY. If you crop your DIABY, is that what it is? Oh, same day, bro. Share baby because issue, you know, a below no crown on ye Katie Cano. Confide the total.
There been hot, you know.
As easy. The recover in Jim, I was an only tabes and you know, on your essential issues be believed. And all the wit and chair, and that's what we to another moment.
Of course.
I depend watch my head.
Me catch rock. We can't send you the pack. Because so manage me, Minika print no call, but you are managing someone that was catching war. And that be a born crano, but we are all good, and one owns our water was easy. Indeed, there and I'll be to me. I so Nipa what you made, and Nipa better to 1 hour in the space of a day.
I guess in my idea.
You need to sort to be so to much to say, oh, me could be happy. But ain't means that. Ain't means that. So with my mom, na niaje. And ain't means so I think that Rema for Nankasa any more issue. Club will come and solve the issue. The players need to be because they say me no Kazai. There is a junior, I begas or uncle. Mbappe, I begas or uncle, David. I'm going now for centering in a what be Mbappe. Of course, only the good because of free Paris and Germano. They've won quadruple as a day. Something that no ma pay in their entire life and no munyaye. Or quite no magic. But Obaba Bia Champions League in the trophies no dealing with easy no. Or 2 seasons one we over trophyless. Not even Copa del Rey. Not even Nebia and cancel La Liga B. Nini na sinitrase or trophyless. So we tenase now connected dot now. Definitely over catch there was a problem no referring Mbappe so. And I think so no one gas so. On but another game no cost no 2 players stress or players that so almost stay fit time say beboa Militao need you Bellingham or match say or more that quality and more sano money and I think say no money now but the biggest winner for this I didn't know team in Barcelona aside they be or more they have the luxury to rest players Nyame Pena against Espanyol. Because you see 6 points at them. Yeah. Almost draw 7. Yeah. They remarried more than the mom. So if they were thinking, say, you need Espanyol, a dabbing tea, young coffee and players in Nankonkoba now, or the luxury of time to Opecron for Lamina man count because the Lamina man any player back when they don't support Nukakoba let go married in the Champions League. And me assure say something, me Barcelona fan. But if you are to ask or open your phone lines, now Busa Barcelona for one say Champions League in La Liga and then they will choose the Champions League. Yeah. In the last 10 years, it's been more than 10 years in Pool. I want to win a Champions League in and go Champions League in Geno would lift them. They have more musica and a lot of things which Miyako. They need money to do a lot of things. So, you understand? Komubagi need 30 million with Manchester United on Rashford. Maybe say what's my kind of my daddy. No player them so Bazati we want. No, Rema never so na them. Omo no project na Rema never so na omo mu project. Afibia ni di o. Everything as we take decision say be turn Vinicius ah. O ye den, o ye support carry o to bia. Ejo omo no omo be ju loan ah. E for a purpose. Who we say o juma na we wo ba bi. Omo no ni hwe. Na re Antonio Reyes or the Real Madrid league. Still, I'm married for Antonio Arsenal, Antonio Mareticoma. Omo de so omo judi right for the made them a can. Wabe one of Balson Beton party, and this a beer, a fino mutica seno. Aye be only be on base who name and French in India Caribbean for Fanambra. But Rema de Nebazuna de Gogu, Omo Ju Loa, a beer, a room bit to say Bassa Sika Samon yet, no people for long term project. A female you score the better, no abejo. Na season in there, a shame obligatory to extend. But no more would you love for 2 teams of Buya Beko. Some of your money. And I said so. Hey, ya can shell. Your more than the second law. Yeah, that or more your money. Money dear war. If you are Bassa Sika, and maybe a Bemoma or my farash for them permanent deal there. But rather than a Bassa de Jula to have him down on one toe. This is no matter. Our team friend Real Madrid Barcelona they have their problems and now winning La Liga no I'm say yeah for gone conclusion their mom so they want to rest players and probably go into the Champions League now on conconya results now if you team ko mom so share performance ya team then a deep and that's one should then was honest exactly that's one there sense na me luta crack was and that's one should then ho crack ya ka yo mudino mo de ko perform omba be ekotokodi ni bio yeah, can say you must be the so we film next week in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, which of course looks likely. Ultimately, right, Real Madrid will off there. But we could film one as a base is easy. You must say the way I am to also tell an half of the way be a second position. any other. But it's going to be a very difficult season for Team MON-FRI and Real Madrid. The supporters will definitely get agitated.
I'm going to call the force president and graduate team into an uncle.
I know they are to Omunyan to Paseka. There we are, Omunyan to Paseka. The Kunzuna Buenina. And Bizanova Kakra, so was some Kakra. And was a sign bit me up. Why no maybe so definitely you come out of this. Oh, but on the say Kenya, these same people were very happy and they commended Ura not for getting Mbappe on a free transfer. These same people commended him for getting Arnold on a free transfer. The players are Nazi Alaba, or the players will bring Alaba on a free transfer 9 years easy to even convince players. Say, round down your contract and come for free in easy. If performance in uncle. Any idea but Omunyan to was here now, Libya and Timianko. Koku say the conversation is about Bruno Fernandes, a winning player of the season for England. Now, Abrabo winner and Casano sometimes, baby, Nipa Pino, and so I can't need you. Because if you look at a brand here, friend, no Bruno Fernandes, any performance was show. And I'm Manchester City. I believe that Manchester United are born home day. But as a player, as an individual, there's why Manchester United, but Manchester United so and yet the Bruno Fernandes penalty me and Farmano. Because as a player, you join a team and you expect the team to aid you in winning trophies. You expect the team to support you. How do the team support you? They give you correct and a formidable structure. So there be a winning trophies and so team akosro yanama team na usi akano. But since he joined Manchester United, I mean not sure say o must stage a proper Premier League winning campaign po. The biara da na namase baby and a lot of things ain't been going from a Manchester United team. But if you look at him individually, the kind of performance and the consistency in his game for Manchester United, so I think that he's really done well. This season in the Premier League alone, he will give you 28 games with 16 assists and 8 goals. That is 24 goal involvement out of 28 games. That is monumental. And we should player be a ma say player be in the Premier League part this season. Not even Arsenal that OG League no. Arsenal OG League no. So we can play be a bit dinner home come up pass but Jina Nima. Could you probably be their goalkeeper? David Raya.
But
player where
you pass player there. I do more any season we party or any player of the season cry Arsenal team.
Declare Rice.
Hey, what would you honor the Kremlin for the man Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, Declare Rice.
That's a normal jack on
why? If Arsenal G League, no what team ya Champions League final, probably down. So everybody near.
That's no best player bookkeeper.
That is what I'm saying, but no Declare Rice is no, but my crowd, Buzami, I'll not go for him.
I'll go for him. The numbers and I was or numbers, yeah.
New rate, you know. New work rate.
That I feel rate. Now, a proper this is a rate.
The numbers.
Okay, rate. The boy are going on you. Oh my God, Coquez are rice near Ballon d'Or contest.
What's the first no? Yes, season has not a debate between Rice and Caicedo.
Yeah.
Emma criminal Benya Banta.
Yeah.
But it's also the performance of Chelsea. And they say the disciplinary attitude of Caicedo because of some yellow cards. Among performance say Rice ABOU Caicedo. What is that season where you stick Rice performance and also. And also say attention in because all the numbers. And it will be a young Bruno Fernandes was so like the white German club as individual points are waje at German United as compared to among their contenders now. But say team now will also a contender to Obenya League in Argentina, Arsenal. And as I share Arsenal team in FIFA the pivot now, acquire Zubimendi and acquire Rice.
Or losing me or am a best sign in this season.
Yes, Martin Zubimendi. When you play now, also Spain for no more. midfielders no more attitude bi a ana a part of them characteristics say Oboboa, you don't feel his presence on the pitch.
Yeah.
But those with technical eye, they will say Omopa the engine and now say the brain will game Barcelona time say you biscuit. And yet even Pep Guardiola baya you benya the Javi and Iniesta. And I'm Messi one of them say omna the distributors Edema Messi no maintina. Who said the more game? You bet me about game no crave you. We can say about first level. No crave Robert Fischer Barcelona or bet for the benefits you biscuit. But on also na a mastermind bibia e wotim e bi na Zubimendi. Oba Arsenal. One try we can say obubo di ne kura na Robert Fi. We can say e berechi as because of the Premier League ntini. Ne be fu na nkofo nim ne dada. But Oba e no de not to that's why I say Spurs hat-trick bi ne no ma bi asa wo de 12 bi Mendy adwuma wa ye wa ma Arsenal fun mu da so mu ja party kwa na party kwa
this year EPL or top 3 players no how can seems ni nyina players in the play of the season
play of the season remember could Declan Rice with the Bruno Beba
who's over there pa mo Santiago asa for na go for issue yin na ba mo na go for
because it was like a 2-3 from Arsenal set up yes and
because me Arsenal or best player this season goalkeeper
David Raya
was save onu na eji obo UCL onu asa na bi omo na mo league but Rice issue ni bam cause for England
no, but not just England. What performance?
Numbers and away.
No, where met for that?
Okay, dear Nama Bruno D. Man United is struggle.
Last
I feel you also dear no more Bruno D.
Numbers away.
But I tell you, any other one this time cry rising. But on the money defensive midfield be able because we be made in a buy. The gentleman into a inquire or to Tiana or to a day. Mama numbers and I'm ready.
The numbers just
only be say oh be now playing numbers.
W numbers
will be moved be manti a damn quanama. Oh, no, say Jimmy Carragher more cassette. Ballon d'Or class and I chapel famara.
Who Carragher because ever Ballon d'Or ma I use another special sala. Arabona Sani City here. Go share the season we are 2025-2026 season 45 appearances. Over national team near BBR 45 appearances. Goals are Washakran. Over teams in the goals are Washakran rotate. Assist. Oh, the numbers.
How I assist?
Assist. Assist 13.
13
for both. England.
Bruno Fernandes or the Amamishade.
Hey, Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes assembly as even in the Premier League in Kwa Bruno Nazo. So I make 16 assists.
I believe I still like Karina Buma because who did England for Nayama say Rice and Abe say he's an exceptional player. He said they don't take him. Obakasa and I made for no na Tamasoa.
Yes,
as a would in Komama, I will call TV
because he's an Englishman.
Because
he's an Englishman. Because yes, you go share Bruno Nzoa for club and country 35 games and our ball. Now he goes, for both countries, a country in 11. 8 for Manchester United and 3 for team my friend Portugal. Me access to be 19.
It's okay.
17 for United and 2 for Portugal. The numbers there, you go for numbers need to be D in commodities here and Primpria. Declan Rice they go
already the interception and a dribble and I say can long passes and I did now there man.
Declan Rice this particular season scoring 4 goals, providing 5 assists in 30 Premier League matches.
Okay, everything in Manuel.
But influence.
Influence making. Boy, it's the Ruby. Influence making.
The outstanding performance from Declan Rice.
Me who shame me is Arsenal. I'm best player in goalkeeper.
Oh, and you said Memo Cross is a Osha and come the Brazilian defender Gabriel
Ono kra no body di wo ma. Me defenders dey use omo nye fair to omo.
Of course.
Cause ono no yes all the numbers here Ken obu o me shegu ni about that guy no. Wa my consistent performance. About rise no. Mini ba bi efi amo say ye man Ballon d'Or no.
Ne die ni. Omo say displayed high durability and passing accuracy, contributing both in defensive midfielder as a defensive midfielder, DM and a central midfielder, as a central midfielder. And a Champions League, the performance was shown on. So because this particular season, the starting be 30 matches, and that minutes played. Because I share the entire team, it be equal suspension, it be prayer, but one particular player season one favor and power. I want a lot of playing time. 2,585 minutes in Wabo. 4 goals, assist 5, personal accuracy. The personal accuracy 88 to 95%. And I want 2 yellow cards. Then check you.
That's all I can
disciplinary record. Yeah, check it. Caicedo said what did he? Suspension said Wako. Anka every time Ellen Holland, the goals no drought a man of Koya, Korubet with the number. Bedruba be a catty SCC so. And I can bet him quite the same in your class with the Ababe Yastic. But Usha, as a midfielder, some of attributes, a passing. The passing, the same amount the passing accuracy ranges from 88 to 95%.
I feel cool. Or the England, or whatever. And you do
tackles.
And you know the Kaga legend no. You call Obo one and one over the count.
The total tackles.
Very never legend no.
Total tackles of this season 57. Interceptions 30. And Oba versatile. Litia, so versatile.
Okay.
Otimbo as a DM, Otimbo as a central midfielder, CM. So you see, and I maintain high intensity performances. Underline word intensity high.
Okay. It's only your player of the season.
Yes.
What can we be now? Say England football.
Derby, because this is also
your best player.
About impactor, and I'm actually maintain high intensity performances, averaging over 85 kilometers covered in the Champions League matches. Discipline, maintain a clean disciplinary record with low foul count. It's as a midfielder and call for tackles, obey cards, but 30 matches as a midfielder, only 2 yellow cards. Fouls was one time committed. And Arsenal, looking at the key passes, are Declan Rice out. So Arsenal G League in India, you say, the sole candidate. I was with me a PFA player of the year.
I think England, goalkeepers and all, why they lead the clean sheet?
David Raya.
It's on there. I
would say he has been like your best player for the past 3 years.
Oh yes, so what?
The past David Raya we knew who PSA we know we best goalkeeper.
Yes,
it will be ultimate sign by Omomo the end is
best goalkeeper.
But he's actually our best player.
Yeah, one night man. Team America say Arsenal team there. Think I've a team say G League. Nanka was the players a year so the times that Manchester City G League, you back Kevin De Bruyne, I back Abia Gundogan would do
time. Disappointed us now Bukayo Saka.
Prame count. Yeah. Tarekana is England players. They are catchers or mono genuinely CCS.
Na ho one was yes. One was yes.
Ode.
Someone.
That be almost says in a euro.
Ah, sir.
From 4 or 5 for the corner SMS mount to the enemy. Or one who prayer or the new team board. They could pama they were Urana him. From this year, Korume for fraud.
Already do. Already do.
Oh, me can't. Who himself boy who you barely have this on and off. I would say next season you buy a fat 1400 for the Tom Bellingham.
No, by England.
Sam or Momo de Womo or Winnie Namutina rice or Mokan. What might be a consistent performance from West Ham? May you win. Is it hype winner? Shall say about? Or was it from next year?
Never.
Easy.
Ah, okay.
Easy.
But you are no West Ham. Crasas now, you.
Ah, but still, with a moves on your best.
Okay. But say, I'm the best player power Premier League in Mana. Premier League, they've not been fair to Bruno Fernandes.
But maybe Semenyo crowd, Pemna Bessie Jumana Anaki, the Oye and Bournemouth. And our City Oye no crowd. Semenyo deserve to be in the top 5 best players.
Yes, Obama.
Oh, the Rice are 7 king. Made them in India, but no man Diane, Mama Kikama, I see a man about London.
David,
Anna, where's her?
Ballon
a free kick away.
Free kick. And they use Sullivan as well.
Because it's all trying to start a free kick or see free kicks scored 5 out of Charlie. Can I want pay English boys and I say
no, it's not like that, but sometimes they are almost on your fair to be asking way in the kakra. Na kino munja is from media and they are powerful, you know. Omo pese de bi omo expose you conform and yes we ni ade. And dey o rank player. What for fast obo positions na me and side. Dey be best player. And I'm MON-FRI reject Zomrawe.
Because shot on target in now. As I met for the no share. Shot on target outside the box, inside the box. Touches in the opposition box. Ni na no dey compare omo no compete with the same position.
Oh, better than
above omo nyina. Even above than even those omo the arrowheads.
Yeah.
What you say?
Premier League in that form.
Premier League in that form. Maybe Jimmy Canada some their finance.
If we are finding it difficult to mention like 5 players that you can say more player of the season award in the Premier League this season is to tell you the kind of season I have in the Premier League. That's Nigerian League, you know. But I want to be more now top performing players. Bear 5 with them.
Me and Sankra.
You're a boy.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
No. Giro Magahesh.
Now you are about Zubimendi. Now the more right now. To be 4. What would you carry, Diana?
David Senior, you're bad, sir. You're bad, sir.
Yes, it was a no man. Manchester City in the toss with me. If you are to go through their squad, now also both players also performing parties we bear 5-5. Also you struggle.
About Semenyo Di Masemenyo DNA Bournemouth half. And ABOU Baby Roma Man City no. Or I shake your entertainment.
I mean pensa. Pensa. Do Semenyo feel you have him now. Chama goes number. When I don't see by you Rodri on and off. But I will goalkeeper. Also so he's been having them. You know that is the season that you are having. We are say Manchester United at also. But Manchester United top performing place 5. Bruno we are having right one. Woko we went Diana.
Oh boy, you know.
Do you also feel team benefit also? Aston Villa one. Why not go Bomudi?
Morgan Rogers.
Obo no so di we ya. One that also 5. Liverpool. Go on Salah.
Who we kitiki?
We will be about
Chelsea.
I will watch Chelsea. Watch Chelsea we are. That is to tell you the kind of season I have in your fee. Top 5 teams and I said top 6 teams there no. Ultimately freely. Ultimately more top performing players bear 4D, 5D. Right.
Yeah. The match is in the Kakrama remember fee.
I know.
Kwaku, remember Espirito Santo Abaso. West Ham. Oh yes. The last time I first Bob West Ham Bob wa omutiminya 4 goals way back October 2004. Graham Potter the team shall see for pre-season but shall see. But no man from West Ham United. Espirito Santo by Krana results in the day Emma. But kakra what me team no after relegation zone. I may say smile be a bar a year West Ham for omonim. Open one particular manager Premier League no nimu pass away one of them.
Yeah.
From 2017 Wolves edene bae. Before wa year adwuma e was Spurs. Wa year adwuma e was Nottingham Forest. Na wo kọ na wa ba. But I think say obe deserve credit. Enura obeka say Wolves omo da form dada e the Premier League table no so. Omo performance and you satisfy this particular season. But West Ham do sa stage say ya and I'll be here experience so would be here juma but scoring 4 oh one kasa ho and now dia gidi but me you shoot the position time or buy from September last year na no ma emfa mano e druba bi kura no om de so matches man say odi agbo be jan kwam na akọ like Postecoglou de bi beye wo Nottingham Forest de Sean Dyke mo de ebeye I go to do mo ye hu bi so mo ba me okoye but on kakra dintie de buy no to help West Ham some ba avoid the relegation say when you were MON-FRI ama Tottenham abeda the relegation zone nti ebebo na baso because we hwe players West Ham akwa teams season draw omo best players na say experienced players no try so move out from the club na omo so you say omo you show omo sika na omo no to fetch players around the globe omo so ebo no form no omo betetom for them to adapt in the Premier League but esprit to buy no grand important that opportunity because Kudus emo in terms of omo mbeko ekoye omo makado omo ye batna emfa ma grand porter sa this man e buy ya wetima behwe ejamom do season enya over Spurs wetom so mo mizaya na waba no Roberto De Zerbi ayire no ho no betima be wonders there because per press conference and no the pre-match was it or no onye better than Thomas Frank onye better than Igo Tudor or mobile but on ideology any no be officer with the help from the supporters and the playing body they can do something and Roberto De Zerbi is one particular manager who can a track record a very young guy so mobile but we will copy the blueprint no juma aye hwese the first game we nya de ope second game ye be hwese beko o Premier League mu dia mana na sen konti kwaku mebo West Ham boss abaso for lifting them from the relegation zone edomo abasro na boame sa Real Madrid kwaku aka bebre Real Madrid squad we coach Bernardo coach omo Keylor Navas Danilo Rafael Varane Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Cruz, James, then when you Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo.
Other way, Rafa went 10 on the age man as
yes, that's 2016, 2015, 2016. Good. Kesa squad ya bubuye. Yenye fair. Ni afantun the current squad. Jena no mudu.
Mudu pa.
2016 did mudu pa.
Mudu pa. Eh, na squad awo second best word play
also yeah jay say Komodo. Oh,
Cristiano Ronaldo. Na say Messi ni ball watching Ronaldo. Enti me oba me grounds is the second best ever. Now guy Bill carry Benzema mo shishema. E mu do chen we. But Ronaldo Madrid for is the greatest of all time.
See Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Madrid for the
Ebimu anyone you for the is the greatest.
But who the win?
Me who is who say Messi ya the channel.
Okay. See, opinions are like no sis. Okay. To watch your wedding. And this can you be a minute juma. The catch was a for what being no.
For
people see kind of a deal juma.
Okay.
You have the scar. Yeah, afraid scanning meeting near to an conform. Boss, you say, and can be fat. We say no cost. No, you see, or to the said a could we are no damn we are small. Yeah, Madame Massey. Marvin Papa now, more green pano. From a good family, I'm funny part. And be family, sir. Afi, Jaya Troy Castle, we should be open. Obiantmin Castle,
Kelana Walker, your paymaster. This all you win at the Allah.
Your council make sense. Say, was a henny go out, grandpa.
I can't.
And I'm not yet a young.
Girl, grow.
Can you be our business? Unquam, maybe I want that them. And now, your side, or maybe Unquam bush a foom. na unkwa wonam unkwa wo hyedem uye obi na otima na adwene basa ende scan ma obat betuma investment okwan so ahyehye awu nipa be recruit mo nya profit abenya ende betuma aye na so enya ka won sa
la gela sa the all kale lo kre last time we pay also cruise kali la really tell me I said that ben always say despite how I try say o two conform say Fakye we see you I say sometimes I will tell you you wa dey
bia na nim better shares so na siaga
ebi na de kai skani no bi na dwuma wo be bi no
la we chere
na adwene
sometimes you crowd say unya kwa get access to boss they said the namu okudio ayi fidioma o wa boss ti be flow bi say wase bi say we here say ken na wa hold your privilege o
ya konya
obi invest all are chere do for this and have you di che di about 70 dey la are ba ku bi so jeje adwen o voice o wi no say na bo nya san say na
na so kamu won wi kana o kaka na o jine be bo
okay all your kala you help you know say
you now
bo nya san say na me na be hewu waju we na from you
it's all copy audio
that's far the waka no eh ba be fa
Sasa ka keso se dwuma de aye ne den kebe se maye register anka de mfantua workers ne ka ne fa binto utilities ne entwetwa utilities ne na so fa da sa unua ne me a ka be ka che me nkoto taxi mfama driver na me ka che driver se on fa taxi ne nya adwuma no nto fuel mum no fa ntua no ka na some the taxi na me to mfa so ni so me to the chair was unua ne me na utu fa be ka che me nkoto taxi mfama driver say on fa nkoye adwuma no nto fuel mum.
Oh, I get a part of life. Yes. So that's no coach or
yes. I never coach or oral. A formula living a Madrid yes or more fana a Pascano. Because on says that time na Benitez or Benitez so through on this Zidane. I'm picking from where? From one Casahona. And this time time bass Alonso be kono omum say and yen use that chart na say be farmer ya and omukofa abeloa and then buy but usha nka abeloa and the flexible terms than Zinedine Zidane because we are squad by them na ewo ha hwe obani the bill scarcely on the final from Spurs by
I want Kings I can agree but who's there your personalities too no so awoka
Zinedine Zidane ora no so
dey na sa guys no kwaku omode be blues na so ya senator se Ballon d'Or na obi a oso waje miensa World Cup no waje bi Ronaldo onji bi da Benzema onje World Cup da Garibel o World Cup no kra be qualification kra no mbo bi kra ko bi da keke wawu Champions League na be ball safo no do waje jodo chen ba waje bi da se wo free Europe wo free here o competition abo no oku no ono wajibida La Liga na obo no wajibida eno achi no Madrid na wo hu ze yeto abode no na first play di canton abode ba ti ke wo hu sa angels no na ball na wo so bo na hu zo ni bo ni mbo nchen no pa uni adeze on tuto widi tu ga ile bu tu ni bi na obo
o but we soon adwon Liverpool game bi mo Tokada freak corner bia Wisuma that striker you know free Belgium say Origi I just say the Jamaican say Madrid is known say a Galacticos club enti eba sa time we are ye befa Mbappe ye befa Vini Junior say omu mienu na bia omu odu enti they are failing to control them and they said the year cast Premier League standard never from now Madrid so more general identity be because Madrid the team be now open the stars are the world known best players are between 5, 6, 7 but they were able to control them omunya results and just na local room easy and say e basa na se benya Mbappe na benya Vini Junior na say route awo mumu we can control them and na bibi kobone
no man
she because only these two e was some other team e control man broso because when your players are no more ora na say omu e duru esene sankofu we
a generational change in fa that problem we only say you see them say near masses and then akwakuka previously no obu oba admit so me level no mo show there but we no me beto no show chain intimi ni nye adwuma no bom o say first no na mu din komo bi say obi bobo kotoko petim no pa jo obo na twa kakra mfa no
that next
and now the never no man discover bobo abro ko be catch was in adwuma no ye unye show say a generational changes in na this happen no eba Madrid ken
there can a factor but club like Real Madrid in say always transition year adwuma and I'm more adapted to the new system. Until omunim, but the echo. That's the reason why okomwa or more many positions. Upiasu in the juma oye. In the sectors, omunim the antidote to it. Bet me aye. And me nim the entire will be a problem at the amawomo. Oman for muna yen si form. Na kuba because on say Real Madrid ni team bia coach betimi aba obetuma aka say bia mempe Vini Junior Florentino Perez betuma aka say the guy is untouchable memfa won san ka no manemo because me no nyina bear with say maybe na Rodrigo na no moment dem no e Madrid it took Florentino Perez no say oh boy until say you use no yen some players bi aba and so your manager now ba and abeluwa nim sa mama we nyina because oye system boy and ye dinaba and this one ntimi an hwena san perform mienu omo ntimi an control omo a and jamit say Madrid you ready to spend big because nyampa sama omo de place mbe ba be ka ho ombo flow bi ti say ebi be ka no mo so ego so sura and ye be ne dey
no wahala
mate again
but Manchester United so Carrick omonhwena adem because ni interview bi ambona no pai ene nsema wo ka no on se wa be fa adwuma no from Ruben Amorim wa ye adwuma na season eko or the United enya position omo pe United supporters akoma say eba United supporter na ma na ni gye na ho o feel proud say o United fan se si o team no sinto enti se do summer signings are I think this is a part of the team. To know the kind of players any department are.
What's Mate, City Chelsea no down there another.
No, it's a likely win for Manchester City.
Or Chelsea. I thought from
that form.
Na Ian but good day, boss. I'm a Kwesi Van Dijk from a Kumfi. Nakwa. So when is my darling club Liverpool gonna sack and a slot? I even said it when he won us the league last season that he's not a good coach. Some of my friends didn't believe me. Please add me to your WhatsApp group. Yabrena, Yapomodena, Yetimi, at the work. Good morning, Abu. I'm bad from Sunyani Uduma. So you guys are doing a great job. God bless you all. And I'm sending my greetings to sisters and niggas in Sunyani Odumase. Good morning, Abu Dhabi. Abena Sandy Sunyani. The reputation of Saudi League is already facing a serious challenge due to the controversial refereeing decision against top teams, seemingly aimed at reducing genuine competition for the title. I want to ask Ali if he will celebrate when they give the trophy to Al Nassr after huge scandal. Shame on Cristiano Ronaldo and his fans, especially Habib. And I was also good morning, Fakye Sport. No size. You are the best among the rest. Madrid is going to win the Champions La Liga no matter how the situation is. By the way, I'm Dauda Umario from Kwabna Aqua. You people are doing good. You're doing well. Keep it up. Yeah, that's it. What's wrong with my darling team? Kumasi Asante Korabi Koroko will surprise Mediama as Chelsea will surprise Man City this Sunday. I've stopped watching Liverpool matches unless they sack and assault. Good morning, Biaga. Akima Safo. Good morning. I want to ask you guys why you never wear Barcelona JC before since I started following, and I will stop if Allah will next week you don't wear. Nuhu from Asante Mampo. Last time I share Barcelona JC. at about veteran. Good morning, Fakye Sport. With your good presentation, you do all. Please, how far with the Ghana coaching job? Please update us. My dears, Yeba, Yebe Romodifiani Neba. Good morning, Fakye Sport. You guys are really doing a good job. Abu, I'm a Barca fan, but I'm really sad for Madrid. Now everything is clear that Mbappe is the problem of Madrid. When he got injured, the team was winning, scoring goals for fun. They won 5 games in a row, including beating City home and away. Immediately he returned back from injury, the team is struggling. 3 games, no win. You can see no balance in the team. How can you play 2 leaders in one team? When Mbappe was coming, they were laughing at us. Now, who is crying? How can this team beat Bayern at Allianz Arena? You guys are joking. Haluna Asaman Kese. Good morning, I'm Karim from Kwani Fifi. I really love your sport. Madrid will go troughless no matter what happens. Good morning, I'm Ikadi. And I'm Nanaya Manuel. You're really doing a good job. And good morning, I'm watching live from Dunkwa Fum. Good morning, Fakye Sport. Mr. Habib, so you won't write any petition for them to sack Liam Rosina. City is going to make us uncomfortable tomorrow. Dear Bournemouth, please repeat what you did last season for us today. Early kickoff, Arsenal is losing. Briscoe, Brekuma Mangwase, then on the fear by. Good morning, Abu and the crew. I'm enjoying and watching the show. Arsenal is winning the EPL. He disappointed yesterday for Madrid. Greetings to Buddies Francis and obeying Kwame and Ernesto Valverde, all at Ashiayim Health Center. I'm a Koba Kwisi Chi Nkranza Akrupon Norifi Edeba Babi Ramwewan. Good morning, I'm +1 today. Thank you, Lord, for the gift of life. Eben, inside Chufu Praso. Happy baby in Kwefam Eben. Na Nyaminsha Papa. Good morning, I'm Papa Senya. And I'm watching live from Ate Bubu. And I was all there. Good morning. I'm George watching live from Wasa Tobiase inside a Japaya Enterprise. More update on Real Madrid and greetings to Luther Ken Ejoso. Hi, good morning. I'm watching live. My name is Oliver Dion also Ebabi Ramono. I'll say hi. I'm Boy Atakumi from Abasi Bupi and greetings to Abib and all Basa fans. The also Edeba Babi Ram. Don't want to but I'm na yamrami din komona emwa mane mankoye fama honorable sports minister kasa ene hihye o maye ne niamo mudi guna kwama ebeboa magana fo ebewramu ewo Mexico, Canada, US niama de de da wamna nkomo no sei na wabomoden ediere ache.
Don't go giving money to any connection man who will say that, oh, I know the sports minister, I know the chief director, I know the foreign affairs minister, oh, I know the deputy finance minister who is the chair of fundraising committee, or I know this person. Just look for the travel and tour companies, and one of them that I will recommend to you is the Soul Travel and Tour company. Look for them and then make sure that they arrange your processes for you and everything will.
At the Amoria command, the Honorable Sports Minister Abomodi area to ya. The other make Obayan Shishea as a Onwa confirming and Kunkuramu Bibia and Konkoboka near the Neze. No, dear Papa, Yeron Komono, Yeramiti Manra. Bibiari Gustas, your league in Asia, say Ewohono, na Moon Komono, Indiana Football Club, or Camino, Emomutimu Bako, to give me a highlight in it. As I'm rocking Unya Konya, who died in penalty in Indiana. Ye jere mo no why na enemy hey madness has at no na we na ekriti sab we bi ni ade incident ni
oh David
incident ni ohun ni yo
David me hun ye say it seems say aduana player no kra mom na call tackle no
striker no is smart pa
let's look at it again. What is our body here?
Keora ba mi nko we paso. Why? E ba zo na ya baba be din komona. Nema kuye. Ma was no good for na pa. But after the game, Chuba Aristika ene coach Edema Diana. We no nya no see eno din in common chair.
You've seen the first 45 minutes. Our team controlled the game, controlled the middle. Opponent no have any chance in the 45 minutes. The first half 3 or 4 chances from the score, but again not coming in the score. Maybe if he's coming the first 45 minutes, the player have more confidence and they can play more better. But the second half, you starting to press the opponent, you will coming the score, and after the score.
But you know you come out the Ajaye na Emmanuel Mafo and on Ninya running go no corner and MVP na kwede man after the game. So also didn't come on Eriche.
Oh, the game, I think in the first half we had a tough match, but when we went to the dressing room, from the coach, the way he talked to us and he told us to come inside the game and change the game, because I think the opponents, they analyzed us very well and they knew what we wanted to do. So in the second half, we changed our tactics, and I think we had a very good game and a very opportunity to win this game. I think with my teammates, this win is going to boost.
The more come Emmanuel Mafo, a bomodi, Eddie Etuga after the game. Also, opponent no musion pa stadium. Coming in my game no mu yet, but our second department no to the museum near my Danny matches and about to us on the Vision FC. A ball gross Accra to folk, another top liner. Now ahead of the game, Coach Nana Kwikuajima, Ejam where the team I from Vision FC, we didn't come on Eriache.
Wonderful job defensively. But we also know that Hartlepool does not score a lot of goals. So once you get one goal against them first, then they tend to open up and probably want to, once that happens, you have a lot more spaces. So we're also going to be very patient. We're going to shut up shop. We're going to make sure that we also keep our lines very tight. And if we are able to get the first goal against them, then of course they don't have a choice but to open up. And once they do, then we find more spaces. So it's going to be a very cagey encounter, but I trust my boys to be able to do more when it comes to this particular field.
At the Amoya command in Anajaman, Eddie Ajaye, Coach Masudi Dramani, ahead of the game, saying also didn't come on Eddie Ajaye.
That we need to be more compact and close up inside spaces, and then defensively, and also try as much as possible to be more expansive in terms of our positional play. I think that the key adjustment is that the players that couldn't feature, especially Rafaela Ponsa, was 7 match suspension. He's back, and so we have everyone back into training and then training very well.
At the Amoya command name Masudi Dramani Diatuga. There's a players and Omanum your suspend or more pra the Donapa. Na matches are Yamwa channels will be run Dreams FC. Ball 11 wonders and Uhim pass wa other games, all United Became United Karela, Panda Out of Lions and Nations FC, Basic Oli Star, Samates, Brekum Charles, Young Apostles All Blacks. Big game no. Our Takwa TNA, Hona Midiema Sporting Club Limited, Usti Krobia, Kumasi Asante, Kotoko. Now, Coach Alhaj Ibrahim Tanko, Akas ahead of the game. Now, see, Aaron didn't come on, Eddie Jaye.
I think playing Kotoko is always a big game, not only because of the name Kotoko, but because of where we are in the league now, and every game is very important. And we are playing home. We want to control the game. We want to win. Definitely, we want to keep our 3 points here. It's not going to be easy, but like I said, we trained very good this weekend, and I hope that the boys will make it happen. I think we are always ready, and we play against a very big team like Kotoko. We play Hasselhoff. We play with the Eagle Stars. We play all the big names, and the defenders did very well. I don't think this is different to them. I mean, they are all experienced. We have Yosef and Jacob.
At the Amoya Koma, Wabomodi, so Bokotoko Ned in the air. Na Bianim said the same match in the Mudin City. Could be also where are the 3 points at stake, Omonsa 8 Eka, Tianoya large large Ibrahim Tanko. Na Coach Prince will say, Ejamel Macrobia Kumasia Santa Crocco. Ahead of the game, seeing also didn't come on. Eriache.
It's going to be a very tough game, so we are preparing and preparing very well, trying to put things in place. We're coming back from our loss against Samates. We're trying to get ourselves back in shape and then go and face them up. I think they have a very good team, so we also don't want to go there and disgrace ourselves. Make sure we go there to win the game as well.
No, Coach Prince. As a game on Mulusia to Sama Tesano, or more as on back coming back na Niamako ye pay to me, Eddie Amomo Kama. But Yamana, we have a shen commodity and I say, message is about Dr. Virgin and Crown Quanta. Good morning, Fakye Sport. Mbappe in the Los Blancos squad versus Mbappe out of the squad. Which of them does ABOU see them to be performing? Let him analyze. And no, the Dr. Virgin. All the greetings, Dr. Shu, H Lab, Sunyane, and I was also good evening. I'm Wasak Paul, aka the Blues from Onkranza Breeding number 1. I love you, sports pa. Yes, we check pa. Good morning, Abu. I'm watching you live from Sawamhala Madrid. We are making difference on in the Champions League next game. You're the Baba no. Good morning, Abu. Baza is far gone. Gil Behak, watch you live from Continental Brekum and on the bar. Ebabe Ramu. Good morning, Abu. I'm Ben watch you live from Atosu. Update on the referee, Ivan Kovac. That case that revenue almost UEFA for us suspended until then. But World Cup was over. Did you all listen? Oh, okay. My name is Nzema from Nzema, the only guy called Nzema from Nzema land. And I believe Barca will do a surprising comeback against Atletico Madrid. Thank you guys for the great work. My name is Nzema from Nzema, the only guy called Nzema in the Nzema land. Good morning, boss. I'm Sola inside Odan Akron Fonso Eastern Region, watching live inside my bedroom. You guys are doing a great job. And a hashtag Man United no to us. Good morning, Abu. I'm so confident from Jomoro in the Western region. Mbappe should accept to play for Vini because Vini is the best player for Real Madrid currently. The other bar, Ebe Ramono. Good morning, Abu and the crew. And I'm Big Joe from Pristia Koto Chrome. Thank you guys for the breakfast. To be honest, Vini Beko pa there and Mbappe in course without Mbappe, we saw Vini carrying the team, scoring goals and winning games. Hala Madrid till the end. Good morning, Abu. The best in the EPL this season: Bruno Fernandes, Gabriel Magalhaes, David Raya, Antoine Selom Semenyo. This is Pepra, and also the top 4. Good morning, Abu. And a very good morning to the fellow Ghana, Luther. These days in football, one does not actually need to score goals or to win the Ballon d'Or. Rodri won it without scoring so much goals. Rice has been in a superb form for us this season. Once we win the league, there is no competition for him in the Player of the Season contest. Sir Henry, teaching my senior high school. The only few at the Baby Ram no. A dorsal, but my bottom of a kind of account. 0207543637. 0207543637. Making kind in Ansana. Ya sorry for Jumadi no sona. Ya koye nini adia. Kwa was. Only Luther, Mommy and Rome. Na your local win. Okay, my shall say was on a matches there because on ya. But my ideas are open a crop ya be fiana. Omodio money ache. Ana don say fa who say
omonti ngazo monko.
Dabi na be da ka zo jako. Say body your money. I go monjako. You know on share. Final trip niam bi coach hihelo.
Coach Prince Onsu.
Who can?
Also you ready for the remaining games aka. Kwaku,
aya na da bia ye interview guys ya meeting I mean no da bia meeting. Me too, ko ye wi achi anse bibire dey saba.
After the game, there was all the place in Shano Marseille.
Okay.
And also our tactical section also here. Kwaku, my most sports minister Abaso.
Yeah, man, therefore nyama.
My most sports minister, Memon Abaso. So far concerning this particular World Cup, initiatives are minister de Bebiano. Any advice or the Bebiano? Eya dia ebeboa ene Ghanaian na o follow the World Cup or person o ko World Cup ni bi sabi mpanyimfo bu bebi sese me ko wanza mo se me kutwa me na me bema na ma enya ntwa me pie to so de ede enka
no credit
se World Cup me ko bi na ma enya bia nko bi so a me sika ko shim
dabi
so I was a sports minister sports minister be say and I was a Bonabaso. For one, or the initiative for corporate institution bet my ska, and the supporters beko said be a Ghana buying first coming Roma economy in San Konechi. Secondly, was said the advice about Chel, a quine said, Minister say a quine in ye, on pop with the Akaka. And Minister, Kofi Adams Spencer, and Misika Shea, and Obi Bukata, was say a travel and toss be, and Omono Mako, assignment, our model supporters, Beko. And to say, we know now the quiet connection man, no be Kokasi sports minister, Fasikama, not minimum way for Sikamamia, and no about one thing. And to say, and then I'll be out here from the horse's own mouth. Now the Sikam will be a minimum on iron tintia. And on such show the angle, I show the problem and talk. Where I because advocate said why Jamon, but if you're based on almost partnership for many the ministry now, and more almost ABOU ministry no, and everybody say the ministry no, and I'm on assignment to help them convey the new paper copy in America. In Cheva Segana for a do some rea Bukatana Dawson, minimum way, me do ever call, may say, Minister say, watch there. And could not in the middle my coffee new connection my traveling talk for no whole economic quajuma. You best say, but Bonabasso for Sadiana, watch the risk at this year because on profit do some moment to ya, Omutu Omusua, Omuya Dariga. Oh, many minister crackers, minister driver, Kramena Kasa, oh, minister personal assistant, minister aid, oh, and I'm in NSA boss Akasa, and a supporters union chairman, Menina Kasa. You should take the advice from the sports minister. He's the sector minister. Now, Professor Kubia, follow the process. Now, be any comment. Now, the miners, Go Stars. Kwaku, go so muko consider and yaman one lose so muko lose and yaman. Oh, said the last 3 home games are not a Diana normal boy and a Diana Shawama.
Oh, okay.
And now, Omo Kosa game we so Go Stars. Obia when you have league age now the opportunity be that sura e was say to ban Jericho first pampio before this game the last 3 away games awakono no wa concede 9 goals asha just 3 until away the performance yet goals no o concede and so away now concede playing against team almost in the last 3 home games so no what show? Everybody that's how they name ho. And Go Stars, say league no money bra. They should be serious. I was so moon kind on Befaswa. On best show no because now league no commence acquire between Go Stars and Mediema. Week way, we be that so kakra. Now we have a that so kakra. Says Mediema and Asante Kotokonebo. Say Go Stars na let us wako lusu. So me dem with the advantage. So utimi share eye Asante Kotokwa. Ono so aba beje the top spot. No de ko. And pay the Kotoko performance. Say me de omni summer test dey yastic dia. Na me this eye me dem omo last game yastic dia. Kwaku de meka say football. Eye na normal bibia na ye pepepe game bia on pattern. And yes, I don't make my say a done deal for Mediema. But Kotoko in big games, all Diana, near him say a Diana Baha, FA Cup will be, Wabaha League, then have a draw. Tin him say a Diana backyard, dear, Quebec, Diana Bati, who dear Kotoko, and playing against Mediema, Persona Quakoda, Persona G League, no Africa, because open one of the finest teams are financially or mere sound in our league. Mediema is one of them Omuji Liga on Beko Africa. And Omukura, one of the finest coach, Alaji Tanko. And Tom Pese, Omuye Bibi, a coach in Pese, or Choni Dean, because Timothy can obey coaching with the Premier League and Guasen of the Cano. And to a person just a Mediema, said Tim no yet Jen and one yard, baby Biana management, and no more Biana Enco. And to this time, obey to me the Mediema G League, Some Mediema. As for ABOU fear with the supporters, a bad change. I'm Kotoko, but Kotoko set games and a coach at the Yamikana some coach Prince Osu says, before you shoot wild post match and the crucify when you must sell and I'm prefer you attain because well cause ubo game we are not the one beto apampan so usime turn me home obi a metobi and I saw the losing coming so being the coach no say team no lose you are there to prevent the defeat and one say you like a soldier one say okon na ba o manum and as a soldier and as a security personnel then also here you are there to protect the country so you are there to protect the club from defeat I say such defeat we say I saw it coming and you couldn't do anything na odi no abetum obewie me na meka so mo nkro so ye bobo ne lake number say na we gina say esa na being the coach no as we need the authority ewo boys na so but set games na no kwadua na koyebi samates no ma ko 7 games without a win on be fa win ewo ha wabufie kwesiada first half obo 0-0 anka a club like Asante Kotoko bufie what menya adaje ahweti ni first half hu bibia ti second half e bon man de na Asante Kotoko kum team no na momom na ye bekum wo mo so to mi ruma ni han so what na ho na me dem asan na nie the supporters ni bi ka so on self at a virtual self Kotoko ho without a coach na no kre because Kotoko se league ni kro mo afiri mu a omuhia some matches be to be a bragging right because Samates and Kotoko Mediama and Kotoko Samates and Kotoko Samates abese Kotoko fie now Mediama slogan ga Samates impo akosho mo a ya ye pese egi league no de na wo se ye omo o se kumo mo fie
abako zenken
nti o se Kotoko kwaku game we e be den but Mediama say the obewini be 2-0-2-1
sara
na Mediama but Kotoko be perform better but results no there onya the required results e was where they onya
ara fi ge bia ma right your ball for bi omo ko police surprise
but ayomo attitude and am I kase yem mo sa the edge no because now no boss Samates na mo stadium first half na two leading strikers no enina edetitia ball so e fasro it make makasa the 3 attackers because inusa onye obi a owa abetamu a onye obi a owa baba yaya onye obi owa and what the compare Samates defenders na nti area ball bi aba the first option area ball bi ase obepem so defenders no upper hand strikers no so nti se bossa so bi hu saade we ya otumikas a coach no kwade wonim de oya na and this is the situation as strikers no that form no so no ball ye mo ball no on the ground defenders ya ball na no balloon when ya ball no wapeja ekwa na other opponent no so age ball no the ball na ba nti kwakunya ne right to them off per omo attitude no omo character and may right to them off ahead of 8 games eya no mo kobo eya big games and a game say they wo kan games we say na as a coach say ye crucify so nya de a wo the boys ni nyina no mo de resurrect mo de nyane mo sunsun bi ada and no ma bi a e was a club ni nim so omo eya ade wo ho ti game ni de Mediama esuomusi because this is the time goal stars akolusu ena eda omo so mo personal na kwakoda eda omo a so mo bejaya so eda omo a didi drama ni the draw specialist for draw master na sawate se odi nkobo bi pe player bi afi kumase a onti
yes
okay we dey make catch o
player bi afi kumase Kotoko ana ken fighter
we dey be catch o na no ba mu dia ha ebe hu since we say 2 teams na league table no mo da so na the pressure be see omo so na pressure no e sha se no wonim sa pressure no wonim how to full combo bre ta fe no so di league na yi ana di drama na fe no so di league na yi omo disappoint omo supporters dodo omo good supporters na nima say omo twoma no ewo form Didi Dramani one of the finest omo respect him oba yema adwuma ne nkasa wo hyase no when you have the requisite materials ananka bia ope but the obeto ye at your disposal wo di ye adwuma wo hyase kama supporters nya gidie uba santi kotoko kumase ya ebe ye show red card 10 against 11 o sad ye adwuma e mo bia for the tactician e ba so mo nante o touch la na gaga o didi the supremo didi the economist o mo mrane sa ifiri woko results ma draw utifia na wo draw ukwa na wo draw afei ne say ye be mount pressure on the top two teams or mother soro no
we should follow on na ye
mo na ye say mo ni asem no
give we wedding
no since we guys all be mount pressure e bia ne be vice versa in the opposite direction or no be ba no so because we had the opportunity all games bia and can't we win ya can the south pressure na person de ma go start in mediama no mo play league no anka bia nka ne we save because the point between even Gold Stars and Hearts of Oak is just 5 points. Hearts of Oak 46, Gold Stars 51, Mediama 50. Tisa Mediama winning against Kotoko 53. Hearts of Oak and that's only vision say has to me winning Obako 49. Meaning the point between on Mediama Baba be only Gold Stars be only 2 points.
Then the Eka Kona Jordan Sumesa veteran Kotoko ne has introduced
because a vision baby a vision then 30 all vision points no or more 35 what a 13 position share relegation they say why any 11 one there's a free yeah per one amanako which baby a vision da 35 no nations 35 Brekum Chelsea 35 Young Apostles 33 it is so no na wini a ni jejeje na so no ebedamo so when we near likely would say a nation Brekum Chelsea mo be win omo matches no omo win omo so eba wo soro
Chelsea dey crack away to Samates
good tiko ku game ni dey ebedin
ko
ebedin
I say ya baby
ashishu
say ya baby
ashishu rough
say ya
baby
say ya baby brother from 16 for no ne say it's 2 ni do omo korada
2 ni de ko
the 16 on ne omo waka me say I critical e dey ama teams no Bagogu coach I friend no Didi Dramani coach ba ko a oma House of Folk for na who say they can't probably trust him next season so when you sign him from omo because finance House of Folk be bring on one minim so ko two say ya less ne da ho and the team's policy he decided to follow that one I don't know but say yes na tie dia chunk of players are odo mo ba team ni mo nna no when e ko for mo ba he's been fortunate enough omo a oto omo no ebi adapt so well ebi ababeshem so well I think say omo so game no e ko ye di mo Osha Ali Mohammed mo the kind of performance omo give Edema House of Folk I think that is a good one. Solomon Besi with the performance he's been giving Accra House of Folk is a top-notch performance you expect from your goalkeeper and your second goalkeeper for that matter. I think that he's been performing. Our branch friend Abdul Karim from Nations FC that also he's been good. George Parku has not been the kind of player goes no and so it me but I think that more do buy in the be performing but chunk of them and 20 performing and babia a year dominant pass players or don't buy no or man to perform well anymore. So ba ko crowd ko fa ne ba there or ma terminating the contract and manage me ko so your one is so much of no to me who said no man and so it here they've had countless number of times and they say omutimi catch up on more that league in Esro, but they fail to catch up. And then they be omu and to etimi die etimi da. Marika kan say coach a friend Didi Dramani and me anya 58 points ha. Ye ba say omra me ye adwuma no na e kama kwa say wa faili. Because last season as of folk for the tempting costume say omu coach a friend Abubakar Watara was not performing. But he had 58 points at the end of the season, and it was also fourth. As we speak, has a folk of 46. So if not for anything, he needs to better the overall friend a year Abubakar in the last season. When he is able to better that a year point in the year, has a folk fans they took the right decision. So that was a decision that they prudent on a buy. No man cost the ABOU and come up, but at least if not for anything, the performance they gave last season. This is, better and to the channel. Into whoever decided and whoever effronted, yes, say, Yamma coach, a Didi Dramani Mrano, the Bakobo Zampa, the campaign our year, the decision I will take, at the year and Vasopa, and to the Bray House of Folk. One thing that Bona Basso, Wawa Castle in the team, and to me, how they concede goals. The goals for my consider this season now. Is to tell you the performance or Mugivi, but Babia Amwa has of folk, anymore. The kind of goals are and so etimisha, and that has been the problem house of folk and so etiminum. And I think say and yam say Ramete say yes you here play a bit from Asante Kotoko camp Yamepa next season. Say the bear the Bakobit Maba share anymore and so etimidamano. That player too so when a former Ghana has strikers Nipa and Bibrina Meno. Just say in recent times uniform and as I got to last 3 matches we cry on sign come at this squad. As I got to last 3 matches he's not been part of the Kotoko squad. But if truly KP won a former, I'm telling you that he's a good striker. And this only did in Comonas are granted me to me now why you demand their money there. That is the only thing ever for reporting and someone at the could you did Dramani interested so be now Kwame Poku on the team. Oh, okay. Yes. Or you're interested. And say the mechanic. Say Kwame Poku you effect. Now Jinanimu what the mouth team wa. You can trust me with goals over to match and sweat me the amount. And the days of Kotoko how is it man or Kotoko? I think the Kotoko for Nankasano, many of them they are not enthused about the performance of Kwame Edenadi. It's either they get him back to the performing days, and I say they will let him go. And we are coach, according to report, Didi Dramani and Yabrepa Kwame Poku. He believes that so he has experience in the Ghana Premier League, one of the players I will make my money that experience, and I'm saying, it's going to be a difficult game for Timua, your friend of House of Folk. Vision FC in that year, 35 points. Points at that, or need your that relegation zone, in this case, young apostles, 2 points per. This is all and winning matches, no one no my year. Now, a young apostles could win beer, and there's a vision straight away. A relegation zone, and I'm sure say they don't want that to happen to them. They don't want to be relegated. So if said then they need to go all out against House of Folk and make sure say me with this game. And I think say the man is difficult and so them House of Folk. And House of Folk in recent times, so one can performance, I on and off. They can give you performance, papa. Way or mobile fear the performance that they will give you I na emu 7 be and avoid no better and so a fear. But this game is going to be a difficult game. The best House of Folk bet me in this game a draw. Or man or maybe a game at the end of the day maybe a beach and so to me adding him with a year on fair ground so on foul means or whatever. It's going to be a difficult game for Team Accra House of Folk. And they need to accept it and know say this is a game that if they want to win, they need to play beyond themselves. Because as I sit here, I can tell you say, if not for anything, officiating will be on the side of House of Folk.
Our reason is in the
media meaning the American. A vision in House of Folk neighbor. Anybody a vision to share.
A vision do say on a house a bar.
Vision that part of the ruling government.
I say no encourage.
E ka bi pa.
Na do mo mata na lose game.
E ka bi pa. Opa Call Park na hwehwehwem. Teams bebree na ye efi nkrofo dia. Omo mpanifo ni gya adwuma na ye omo ko relegation. Odo opa ko hwehwem. Kwa bibrim Miami team, kwa bibrim ko hwehwe out you mo. Ko hwehwe teams nim, ko we teams nim. Omo mpanifo wo aban mu na so omo ye adwuma as FA people they are in the league. Immediately exibeba normal sesa. In division there, omo ye part of the ruling government. They may say if House of Folk want to win this game, they need to play beyond themselves. Omo kono, omo hunu se omo referee ankasa na omo goals omo be share. This is possible no. Now you're clinical, or you're purposeful. Not chance I will be no making sure so be share chances. No making sure say more have a good day bobo na mo betimia aye free nim dia moko. But say mo man ko bosu kakra bia is going to be another issue for House of Folk, and they themselves they know. They know tutua they can decide to take or they can decide not to take. But baby ameti the best House of Folk in this game a draw and on betimanya in the game and no crown na nse nyamyesi aba behwom. So that is how we sit here. Coach bebana what's our kick and cancel for and so to me e dey akere. Samatters bet no fia bo against the Chelsea. Samatters are in high spirit. I'm told to say not team who are in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
So when he came and then he met the team, let me say renewed energy aba. So now the boys both game now you could see clearly say they are fighting. The game against Kotoko, 2 goals no machine nano. They needed to run to the VVIP box, no show love and famo timura. That is to tell you say the city. And the owner of the team, Dr. B.R. will be at the stadium. So when he's at the stadium, not in the top where the players will play beyond themselves. So Chelsea should be very careful. And also, they are fighting for relegation, 35 points. At this point in time, you don't need to sleep on game via obo. So they also need to go into this game and make sure say they are going to play beyond themselves. It's going to be a difficult game. So they also need to make sure say more getting things done. But I see Samatters twice with the good performance on better than the and so the team Yana Santo. So ABOU Chelsea will probably need to try again next time, and Samatters is going to win the game from maybe Meteno. Anyhow, I'm seeing who Normana and NCC. Young Apostle in All Blacks. That is a relegation battle. Young Apostle were 33. All Blacks are 35 points. Young Apostle the relegation zone. Omoda Musa I saw redder. Said the danger ne bonanisa. So the list of things almost be no or almost echo relegation. And a game against All Blacks for no almost really almost fighting for relegation. A 2 points per and a double time. So if Young Apostles wants to stay in the league today, they need to make sure say nyame pass Sunday all the 3 points ebeka wenchi. Because Oshana over 36, no 35 for that is a point ahead of him. Into the Biarada now will be on the end to team. But no now that was thrown now 2 points, you know. So when you draw poor ne editia team and young portina editia Young Apostles are Young Apostles should be ready say or more bob or more division 1. Because every day and so to me the moment say win a 6 point out. You are winning your points. No depriving 8 and also than a 3 points, you know. It's a game that by all means Young Apostles to make sure say but beyond Fabia to get the point, they need to get it. And yes, sir, it's going to be a very difficult game for Tima, your friend, Young Apostles. Dream service in 1100, they say, and your match have with him a foregone conclusion. Nation service in the Holy Stars. This is a match that Menya they need to beef up security. That match, you know. They need to beef up security. One month now, before somebody can say you. I know, sir, Basakefono will probably come without ABOU or more supporters near the day. But it's going to be a game that while we are, people will want to revenge for obvious reasons.
No, okay, match.
Yes. Indeed, they need to beef up security and make sure, say, proper measures are put in place. After the game, young quotations and Simbia. And game who fin a game there and the form that but yam per se who may fee more. So they need to make sure say they are getting things done, getting security personnel to prevent a lot of things because last season na nation into league, you know, it was the game they played at Baseke game, no, and a conference and some baby next year 10 nations points. Nations and nations season we players they failed to invest as they were doing in Nano that game.
Now we dey cry no ka we know kin Asia we pack no so na kasa.
Of course.
How are you who make you kill oba? Na the other last season you say bia you one man be 3.5. But you see you almost a strong squad.
Yeah. So
and one interesting thing is also former coach in
yes. So it's a game that embedded. So they need to make sure that security, you know, tight, very tight, to prevent a lot of things from happening, because that would be something that a bit to be ABOU. As I think media metifie bokotoko. Media a lot of chances to conclude winning the league, but almost like here. They had a lot of chance, so maybe we need almost like here. Opportunity not come but yes, but once. If you look at the kind of performance Omunya, so maybe 5-6 games, no winning game, but still they are in contention for the league. But it's only a miracle, and I do more, but do more say no. So when you get the opportunity to play against Asante Kotoko, a Kotoko that they are toothless, a Kotoko that if not, you say, a coach yeah, you ma pa Kotoko, you coachless. You don't sit there and say, oh, you to Kotoko. Because a coach that to be who's a lose, but on to mean preventing lose, no, to me, no, in my books, and to mean your coach.
This is a special game. With principle, on the Hamza Kubia, a two former medium coaches, and on Mokobo game no water.
Metas,
I don't medium team, no,
Metas,
and you said the name is
Metas.
But what has it? And they were match looking a bit difficult for Mediama. And I got a team no so can or mono coach we buy. Tizedo can you win you. But matches will be a match we are a car. If you are a caution or a cover draw.
Okay.
And also the pressure be any almost pressure or but and you get the second to league. But to bet in the saying,
and no time say
me didn't come over you on formation here only at the
so we team. Now pesa OJ League. Nipa OJ League no last season. All high all has to be defending any 51 50 points no. Wakwa Kolusu adia na ye a great favor. Asano. Ame na me no work say a 1 point pin da money on omuntamo. If you win against Kotoko Nyampo china, with 2 points e ba betinamo a. Nata kwanka say Kotoko games bi na se rati omo offer omo ko performing nata kwa no lose and our drop point against Kotoko in this game. If they do that, they are not serious to win the league. Kotoko Fono, they've shown clearly. Say Nyoma bi e kwaso Kotoko team no. They are not willing to solve it and they make sure say bimpa na go meet me league, you know. And this is the time you need to win and win convincingly. We may expect me to give Kotoko Bebe 3. Yes, I expect Mediama to give Kotoko back 3 goals. Kotoko team no pay the young a form team. If you are able to solve one Kasao problems, now no players Kasa cycle no play to your system. I will perform here. Kotoko can't find any antidote. I want to fear who said so much as a barber show or maintenance no kind. This one more but Takwadia. Omube hu bo mutimi nya ho he o pass esiano coach efeno Ibrahim Tanku emfa ne tactics wo bo nyame power tina fa ma coach Prince still I want me nya ho he because we who say lose neighbor want me nya ho he to man the tactics e wan the pattern of play crash still want me nya ho he. And if you want to win the league, this is a game that you need to win because of Kotokodin Kotokodin or they call yam pass a ball near Kotokodin by a pass one we are almost a Kotokone ball. A coach will come and tell you, send a new one, a hoya because not strike about open now. I am in the supporters and say when the strikers too good now they are. A coach at the bench thinking some strike and about open anymore. When you're happy, but on the side and I'm a pong. So it's a game that Mediama need to win and win convincingly. You want to go, you won't go there and disgrace ourselves. You sat home now, what disgrace you want? You won't go there to disgrace yourself. Oh, go ahead. Materials all say, oh, you're ready, you're ready, did come on. Me sure say no meeting will be Ankasa, because I and I confess some brand. Me just will be Ankasa and the meeting now. And this is a game that made the American convincing win. That 3. Now they are mass and Tokotoko. No more Sampa. They came without a coach. Team not that form. They should go back and next season. So Mediama, they don't have anything rather than win. I'm not talking about Kotoko. I'm not talking about my own Kotoko because Omatch clearly say team ne da ona Ankasa. The spirit of the team is gone. Team ne frame. The coach na Ankasa odi animo no emfa regime ma onfa vim emfa ma players no the vim na mo no Ankasa no. And I think say Mediama needs to get the job done and do it in a way that the back say they are serious for the league. Amunji league no fefe na be bia ntiko.
Eh den am be bo Go Stars or Takwa.
Kodokofona nim say o ma lose match we. Ntino omonye omokobo yem pass ball na omoda from e ka baako. Omoko akobo say that so meet me atesa aka no. Ana say yen hye wo bebre. Unya baby Go Stars hwad na ka ho. Flag league uno obi ani asem. To this game there say Ibrahim Tanko lose game there on the league.
Ayi omo dia tusi. Na no ba fio. Rooney Patao top game bia obafie
o dia oni mu ade
o dabi na no sana man kwa yie
na kotokofo
man kwa yie
ayi nya ya woda
na me say tie asemba na me say big game bia no obafie
na nya ya woda na wo ya woda
we Wednesday
na ukuoda na obebo game sa na ofiere
on bebo game da be
enya no kore
me so bebo game da be
enya no kore me huru bia la pa na do
friend no busa say obeye de wa
enya no kore o ya huru amehunu na kotokofo na enya no kore
na kotoko etima ye hunu
na eze huru mu ye
o ka de asia so huru no
story na make
obi drop big match we
that be
Sunday okwe do ofi
enya na me nda no kofi o
na me no
okwe do ofi oku
enti aya Ghana ne return journey ni wa na
enya no kore masa
free camp me dia mara busa say
enya no kore
na no Thursday
o Sunday abeshe Thursday zo obi wo match Sunday ye sit there na ye trip Thursday
Abu Dhabi wasema wo kan ye
ehunu na kotokofo masa
na bi o kase ehunu na me no nya ade kotoko etim ehunu na ro bi se kotoko na etima
ezero ehunu na mo ye o eze die
omo mutimi ehunu omo first kwa na mutimi aduma Edema Black Stars omo first na enne kra no se enye no mo bi anke bia results kra ba no kra anke bia be sinse tikotoko ye hunu no so be Alexander Manumu a upon no me cross nyina they still doing something
o manu ya ho
Alexander
Manumu
ehunu omo ili kroba la bishi for so just yours uli ala beku chess be so just yours ehunu omo da
they say the adena
why so be share no
o share kid football apart makoyewe
they say article they no do enwen wo mo ho no
bibie atuntwa ho
ze no football o ko e makoyewe ko de obi be hye waku
atuntwa no kra shiri na aka
udi akire obi be hye waku ele krara ba ni mayewe kwede ayi bishi for captain be koto kroba or they say ayi ajetu so wale oje bola lo utibeje
mba be yo boy ma
obetete wabo uzo otete
nti kotoko team ne de o kasa o je chiras eno e kan ba no pa ya ka bebre o je unse da hunu ba bia problem no
omunyi na dia
o general kanka
result bia be bia omunyi
no mo admit say team no problem next season you be prepare na team na ba
party ya me na emre ya ko ifia me ko takwa
go takwa
me ko takwa
ko game ni ya na
se me ko share 1-2 ya takwa
enu an ko an fa lose about
lose majako le be show boda na o ye me la me ko fa ya aba kuruma okay ya be show boda rara mati wala
omo de normal small
oh David yeah the premier call nyambo a we say shia na de aka era to aso de ama nyame show bibi oje pene say number here anopai era mase